What's up, everybody, and welcome to Shapes of Gaming, the weekly conversational podcast all about video games that's unedited, unfiltered, and unhinged. I'm one of your hosts, Matt Stenson, Neocharge on PSN, and I have three special guests joining me this evening. Let's go around the table. Bob Harriman, Leon Lion Hartley on PSN. What's up, dude? Love it. Love it. We'll explain that as we go on in the show. Caleb Shiff, Admiral Merps on PSN. What's up, man? You're losing it over there.
I can't handle it. My voice is starting to feel a little bit better, and Bob may have just broken it again.
Right?
It's okay. I'm good.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
We're good. We're good. This is kind of like a post MAGFest, cast, and we're going to talk all about it. And the third individual joining us, Alex Meese. Tell everyone your PSN name or your Twitch name or your Oracle card mic on Twitch, and you have many names. What's up, man?
Nothing much. Honestly, just recovering post MAGFest.
Yep.
It's been tiresome. It's been rough.
Yeah, we had a hell of a trip. We road tripped it, so we took a road trip from Colorado Springs to Columbus, Ohio, picked up our friend Caleb here, and then from there we drove even further to National Harbor, Maryland, and then we did it again coming back. So yeah, it was a lot of driving, real good times though, and we have some lore to share with you all when we get into that main segment. But before that, so how's life been post MAGFest these last 2 days? We got back Monday night. Caleb, you got back like Sunday night and had some time, but we got back Monday night. How's life been so far since then, Caleb?
Well, Sunday night I had three jokers staying at my house with me, so it wasn't completely recovery time. For those that don't know, these guys stayed at my house on the way out and on the way back, which was great. I was glad that we were able to do that. I was glad that everybody had a place to sleep, and unless they're all three very good liars, I feel like it worked out okay. They got to taste my wife's cupcakes. I know that sounds like a euphemism.
Sounds pretty.
Yeah, actual cupcake, actual frosting, and actual
delicious
sponge, and so that they seem to like them. So that's cool. I that's very flattering. And
I ate your wife's cookie too. I ate your wife's cookie.
Oh yeah, she made on the way out. She made us bourbon butter pecan cookies.
Yep,
which is fantastic. And then on the way back, it was a chocolate chip cookie dough cupcake.
Oh my god!
But
hell of a baker.
I have to say, to answer your question, the past couple of days I've been trying to reacclimate. Doing laundry, being an adult, paying bills, that kind of shit that nobody really enjoys doing. But I didn't have a full-on crash. It's been nice. You'll be happy. I watched Tron Ares.
Yes,
finally got to see that, and then just kind of vegged a little bit while resorting out my desk and everything, and just get ready for the year. But quick interjection, I have to share something. Bob, quite the fucking rock star when it comes to driving and schlepping us all around. And I know you guys may have switched on and off when you're driving back between here and Colorado, but in my experience, it was all Bob all the time, from Columbus to Maryland to the Gaylord at the parking garage. Fuck those parking garages. Back to our Airbnb. Back to Columbus. The dude was dadding it up pretty hard for us, it was really cool because usually I drive. I mean, like when I go places, I'm always the one that has to drive. So it was kind of nice being chauffeured. So a special thank you again to Bob for that. And he let us use his vehicle, which I'll let you tell him what the name of the vehicle is when we move forward with our story. But yeah, the last couple of days have been great. Just trying to relax and reacclimate. So how about you guys?
Awesome. Yeah, Bob, you go next. And I agree with Caleb. You were a rock star driving. And your vehicle was awesome, and I enjoyed driving it. It's an awesome ride. So, but yeah, you drove.
He saved our lives twice from trucks being assholes. So like it was snowy and a little slushy and icy, and trucks are bad at driving in Pennsylvania. Anyway.
Yep. Yeah, he sure did. Alex and I drove a little bit. I drove like half the way from Colorado Springs to Columbus, both ways. But yeah, Bob, you did most of the driving, so thank you.
I appreciate it. It's my pleasure. As you guys said, we took my vehicle. It's a Honda Pilot, and trust me, folks, it was an honor and a pleasure to let two of these gentlemen in here actually drive my car. We left at 111,000 miles or something, and they were all put on by me. Nobody touches my car. Nobody drives my car. It's my baby. So my two co-pilots that did some driving on the way back, thank you, because I could have handled it all, but I would have never made it through MAGFest. I would probably not be making it through this podcast right now. So it worked out really well. But no, doing good. Finally got back home after dropping everybody off at their destinations, if you will. Got up, started adulting, made it about halfway through the day, crashed for 5 hours. Then I woke up and got right back to it. Enjoyed one last final MAGFest, if you will, day, because tomorrow people start going back to work and school and stuff. Right. I'm actually on the opposite end of you guys, where I haven't had a full recovery yet, but yet I'm rock solid right now. Full bricked. No, I could play games, maybe later tonight after we're done podcasting here and kind of go. Took Crystal over to, as you know, year of 2026. It's Purge year for me. And I gave her all of my Magic stuff and said, here, have at it. I don't care where it ends up, as long as it's no longer in my face. And she's been sorting through cards of value because I was ready to toss it all to the side. She's almost got enough in trade credit at our local card store to finish her Mega Evolutions Pokemon set to like master.
Oh, yeah.
She's at almost $900 in store credit right now.
Holy shit!
Does this include your Final Fantasy Magic cards?
Nope. So my
Final Fantasy, those are special, right?
That's the thing I did. I took the Final Fantasy stuff that I have, one copy of whatever it is. That's in my binder. I've got like my promo card, a few other things that I wanted from the Final Fantasy set, and then two decks. Might be three, but they were the Final Fantasy decks specifically. And I was like, okay, everything else, bye. Now I'm just ready to podcast with three awesome roadmates and talk all about MAGFest.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
How about you, Alex? We got in 5 a.m. on Tuesday morning?
Yeah, and I did not go to bed until around 9 a.m. Tuesday morning.
Shit.
It's entirely the wife's fault. Context clues there. I won't say anything.
Yay!
No,
nice.
No, not yay.
No.
Not yay, as if the drive wasn't exhausting enough.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, so it's been fun. Been gaming a little bit here and there. Really just got the post-MAGFest blues or post-con blues that I always have when I finish a convention. Sleeping in until around 11 every day now. Unfortunately, I have to go back to work tomorrow, so that's going to have to end.
Oh, man. Bummer.
Yeah, I've been gaming. You guys didn't quite peer pressure me into picking up Final Fantasy 15, but I unfortunately had to do that.
We gently influenced you.
Yeah. I sorted a little bit through my Magic collection as well. I'm not going to do what Bob's doing because shiny cardboard is shiny cardboard, and I am a dragon. So my horde will remain a horde. But that's pretty much it for me.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I got in around same time, 5 a.m. Tuesday morning. I fucking crashed, man. I literally just threw all my stuff and crashed and slept that day till about like 10:30. Wow. And thankfully, I had a late start at work. I'm back to work. Today was my first full day. But yeah, man, those post-convention, post-MAGFest blues, it's just a assault on the senses, like all the lights, the sounds, all the colors, all the different things. It's unlike anything really you've ever experienced. And then you come back and that's all gone and all the friends are gone. And you see so many friends that you haven't seen in like years. You, Caleb, we see each other, like every fucking 4 years or something.
Like last year was an anomaly when you came to the PlayStation. You were here for us to watch that, but beyond that, It's been a long time. So yeah. And I had never actually met Bob and Alex in person,
Right.
only through the podcast or gaming or whatever. And it was awesome. Like, it really was an awesome time. And then all the people we met at MAGFest that you may have known, you guys might have known. I knew who Ryan was, and I had known who Carrie was. I didn't know anybody else.
Right.
I do now. Like, they're all great people. It was really, really cool to finally sort of feel initiated and ingratiated into the group of the MAGFest attendees. It was just that's the only real like downside to it being done, as you said, is that post MAGFest blues. But I think I had it a little easier because I played some of the music from. I mean, you guys knew the bands. I didn't know any of the bands. I mean, I knew their names, but so some of the bands that I got to see this year when I was doing my adulting and I didn't have to be on the phone, I was popping on some Bit Brigade. I was popping on some of the Arcadian, just the new guys and gals that I got to hear. So I think my MAGFest was tapering down instead of just like a hard stop. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah. Weaning off of it a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of MAGFest, Caleb.
Yes.
I've been doing that too, and I just want to say thank you. We can get this to it later and more deeply, but my kids absolutely rolled their eyes at your high five.
Excellent.
Oh, my work here is done.
One of them literally turned around and said, "I ain't dealing with your that Gen Alpha shit," and I was like, "Yes."
That's what that feels like, you little fuck. Like, that's what I'd say.
Right. Excellent.
Great.
But yeah, miss everyone. Some of these, really dear friends of mine, Carrie, Ryan, shout out to them. I see them once a year, and it's usually at MAGFest. So you're surrounded by so many people that are so like-minded, right? And they have this same passion that you do for video games, and not only video games, usually like the single-player story-heavy, narrative-driven video games. Like any game you talk about, oh yeah, I played that, and then you get into a deep conversation. So
what did you think? Oh, I thought this. Yeah, it's pretty great, actually.
Exactly. So shout out to everyone we saw at MAGFest, and yeah, it's just you see these people like once a year, and you have so much in common, and then it's like 4 days, and then you're back to normal life. And in my case, I just come back and by myself. So that's been a little tough, and I miss you all. But Bob, we hung out today. That was cool. Grabbed some coffee and some breakfast. So yeah, the post MAGFest blues or exhaustion, and God, there's so much walking, and there's so much standing too. And I'm recovering from that too. But you know what helps with that? That's beer. And
yes. Tell us what you're having. I need to know.
I'm drinking a brew that Bob actually brought over for me, one of his 6 that he had, and that's the Powder Run Gingerbread from Living the Dream Brewing Company outside of Colorado, brewed in Colorado. This is a cream ale with vanilla, ginger, and spices. It basically tastes like you're drinking a gingerbread cookie, and it's fucking fantastic. So thank you for that, Bob.
I'm glad you enjoy it, because when I first tried it, I was like, "Oh, this is a Matt drink right here."
Yeah,
that is a Matt beer. Yeah,
that sounds really good.
Yeah, it's an easy drinker too. It's light and it's flavorful, and then it just finishes with that gingerbread cookie. So really good brew. Thanks for sharing.
Anytime, man.
Yeah, cool. Are you guys drinking anything?
Yep.
Awesome.
What do you got, Alex?
Next volunteer, go.
Yep. So I'm actually drinking Iron Maiden's Trooper Ale.
Nice.
Ooh.
Pretty good British beer. It's kind of hoppy, but also very malty at the same time.
Okay.
It's pretty tasty. Cheers out here in the Springs will occasionally get 6-packs of it in. So, and the last time I went up to Cheers, they had a label for it. So I asked them specifically, I'm like, "Do you have this in the back at all? Because I can hardly ever find it." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we do." And they brought it out for me, and I took it home. And then this is the last one surviving. I've had 3 of these now today.
Oh yeah,
my 3rd one.
What's the ABV on that guy?
It's actually quite low. It's 4.7.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I mean, that
what
sounds
brewery?
delicious.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
Where is it brewed? It should say on the can.
Yeah,
While you're looking at it, Bob, you're drinking something, right?
Yeah, Unicorn Brewery out of England.
Oh, England. Okay, it's
England.
imported.
Wow.
Very cool.
That's awesome, dude. I got to get some of that if you ever get some more in sometime. But
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
No.
I want to try that too.
This one is coming back from Wibby, as you know, Matt. Last batch, not so great. Might have been the actual specific batch of beer. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give him another chance. And it is the Mahogany Lager, a amber lager aged on cherries.
Oh my God! What?
Okay,
Yes.
so Bob, I'm going to need one of those.
And it is, if you look at this coloring for a lager,
It's pretty dark.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty dark. It is a heavier one. This is a 7.9%. It's almost an 8% beer. But you can get that cherry. If you know what real raw, like fresh cherries taste like, not the jarred shit, it's right there on the back end, on the finish, and it is so delicious.
Very cool.
That sounds amazing. So
Yeah,
I am drinking out of a giant chapstick out of it's a water bottle that looks like
only
Burt's
people
Bees.
could see.
If only people could see, yeah, because I am still recovering from a bit of dehydration. But I actually wanted to take this opportunity. What the brown ale that you guys were so
Dad Belt.
nice to share with me? What's that?
Dad Belt.
Dad Belt. Why did I think it started with an M? Anyway, these guys brought me probably the last known growler of this stuff, right? I mean, am I describing it correctly for people that are actually connoisseurs?
Yes, that is correct.
We had a nice toast. It was when they arrived, the night they arrived, on our way out there. And it was really, really cool of them to do that because they don't fucking make this anymore. So I felt like these guys have been enjoying it forever, and they shared the last known drops of it with me, and it was quite good. So thank you again for that.
So fun fact, the brewery that it's from is Metric Brewing.
Metric was the M. That's what I was thinking.
Yes, yeah, that's correct. This was our go-to brewery, and this is actually, Bob, you could say this is where Shapes of Gaming was born.
I was just thinking that this is where the idea kind of came to on a weekly beer night run, and finally said, why don't we just pull the trigger?
Yep. And we had been talking about games, and we were just like, dude, let's just start a podcast and record this shit. So they unfortunately closed, what was it, summer of last year?
I want to say it was June or July last year. And I thought it was the perfect time. I had been saving onto this because when they were shutting down, I went in their very last day. It was like, how many growlers of this can I get? So I ended up spending and I'm not joking, I spent in the 3 figures range just to get as many growlers as I could. And this was the last one. I was hanging on to it. And I said, you know what? It was the birth of Shapes. This is, as far as I'm concerned, you're an extension of this family, Caleb. So I was like, perfect time. That's cool. The physical meetup of the crew at MAGFest. There was no better time.
Yeah. And it really was it was an honor, and it was also delicious for what it's worth. I mean, that shit was tasty. I feel like I haven't earned the right to be just as sad as you guys are that Metric closed, but after drinking it, I was like, shit, I am disappointed, and I don't even live there. So yeah, that was cool.
Oh, dude, we lost one of the greats. Metric Brewing was amazing. They were talking about maybe relocating, but it never happened. So yeah, Dad Belt was Bob's go-to there. I usually did the Vaporwave, which was a sour rosé, and that was really good too.
What?
Then they had Florida Man, which was a lime goza, a lime goza sour. And what else did they have? Flannel, the flannel one.
Yes, the Red Flanders.
Yep. Red Flanders.
So it was a red ale. That was another go-to. They literally had one called Ecto Cooler there, which was a green sour. And it was like drinking the Ecto Cooler from back in the day, but as a beer. They had some of the best beer in town, and quite frankly, I haven't found anything that compares.
Yep, same here. Voodoo is close. Voodoo Brewing, that's kind of where we go. But
they're local to you guys.
Yeah, Voodoo.
Okay.
Well, they're a large chain. There's a lot of them. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
they do have Ecto Cooler as well too. If you're ever curious, if you find a Voodoo out there.
Okay.
Because the Ecto Cooler was a collaboration between Metric and Voodoo.
Yep.
Oh, well, I'll be damned. All right.
Yeah. So
Now I
just
just want high C ecto, the high C shit from when we were children. That's all I want right now.
right.
Which, if I had it, it would probably be disgusting. But
Or a Capri Sun. Get Alex a Capri Sun stat.
oh shit, we forgot to feed the kid.
Oh man, I can't wait to get into the MAGFest stuff for sure.
Right?
Oh yeah.
But before that, we're going to go over some of the biggest news that was announced while we were gone. We missed an episode. So yeah, that's we missed an episode. We said we were going to record there, but we didn't because it was so fucking loud.
It
We
wouldn't work
honestly
out.
no. It was so loud. We have the clip-on mics. I left them back at the house half the time. We were just high on MAGFest, really, and we wanted to enjoy it. We were at live shows most of the time. The arcade, we'll talk all about it. But that didn't happen. Sorry, we missed another week. Oh, well, here we are. So
You're allowed a vacation too. You know,
Exactly.
Shapes is allowed a vacation. So
exactly. And that was kind of like my birthday trip, right? Because my
Yeah.
birthday was January 1st. I didn't really do a lot on my birthday, but this was early January. So we're kind of still in my birthday month. And it was more of like a birthday trip. And man, I had a fucking blast. But anyway, didn't get to record when we were there. But now we're recording. So we had some news that was announced while we were there. We're going to go over some news. We're going to go over what we're playing. Then we'll get into the topic of the show, which is our post MAGFest thoughts. What the hell is this MAGFest and why do we love it so much? And why are we all going back next year? So, Bob.
All right.
What's
Well,
on the
news. I got some news. I want to promise Caleb before we jump into it, I was not lying. I have my lovely wife here, special guest, Crystal. She's
What's
not
up,
going to be able to hear you, Caleb.
right, of course.
But, babe, what did you think of that cupcake that I brought back?
I would go to war for your wife.
No! I've let her know that I will let Lisa know that. That is excellent. We'll be brother and sister in arms then if we have to go
Yes.
to war. That's great to hear. That's super flattering. Like that. I think she's
Dude.
amazing, and it's weird because I'm of course biased. So hearing it from other people that have had her treats or anything she makes and being honest, that speaks volumes. So
Awesome.
Yeah, dude, I'm not going to lie. Like, that might have been the best cupcake I ever had. And, like, when you eat something and if the person doesn't even relate, they're like, oh, yeah, that was good. That was all right. But, like, I'm telling you, these cupcakes are fucking bomb, man.
yeah,
There's
they're crazy good.
Yes, they're so good. Homemade icing and,
Yeah.
I savored every bit of
I mean,
that cupcake.
describing-
I had it with coffee and,
I realize this is not the point of this cast, so I apologize for a small waylay. But the frosting on that chocolate chip cookie dough cupcake is the thing that actually blows my mind the most. Because texturally, it's almost like you're eating a cookie that's not a cookie. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but you guys finally had it. So you're like, it tastes like I'm eating a chocolate chip cookie, but it's frosting. I don't know how she does that fucking sorcery, but she does. And I mean, I really, really, I wish that she was a little bit more confident in herself because I feel like she could be the best baker ever. If that all she has to do is make like 6 cupcakes, and everybody would be like, "These are the best 6 cupcakes in the world." We don't have everybody else. You can't make these anymore. Like, she's
Right.
that good.
Yep.
Yep.
If she wants proof that we love them, have her just listen to this part of the cast.
I
Yep.
will.
For sure.
She can hear it directly
You
from
kidding me?
Bob's
I'm gonna put it
wife.
on loop when she's asleep. Put headphones on her, and she'll wake up and be like, "Ah!" All right. Anyway,
All right. Sorry about that.
no, it's good. It's great.
All right. So we got 4. I'm going to look back, folks, just officially. I did, but after a while, people already know about things. A la example, Highguard still hasn't posted since they announced, back at the Game Awards. So,
Yep.
and that could be a whole conversation around some things that I want to do as a subject for one of our podcasts. So maybe that's a good back burner item. But this evening, starting from the couple of things that came out today, we'll start with the one that you guys were talking about, and that's Forza Horizon 6 may have potentially been inadvertently leaked its release date. If you go look, Xbox Era did an article around this, and it was coming from a user, excuse me, on Twitter, posting an image from in-game of Forza Horizon 5 with accidental pop-up that let everybody know you can pre-order Forza Horizon 6 coming out on what day was this, gentlemen? May 15th.
15th for early if you pre-order the Jesus edition, and then the 19th for the normal release, the street date, which is Lisa's birthday. May 19th is Lisa's birthday, so that's why it's easy to remember. She's gonna be pissed. I mean, I'll pre-order the crazy edition and play it on the 15th so that I can take her out on her birthday. I'll do that for her.
He's gonna buy the deluxe edition harm so he can avoid the birthday.
Yeah. I mean, honestly though, all the Forza Horizon DLCs that have been included with the premium edition none of them have disappointed me since Forza Horizon 3 when I started. So I will pay that money forward and not even feel bad about it to them. They're top tier. I mean, you guys, when you were here, you got to play the Hot Wheels expansion on 5. And that was super awesome. So anyway, I didn't mean to take that from you. It was her birthday, so I remember the date.
No, that's good. Thank you. Keep it pitched over to you since you're the Forza expert, and keep that rolling here. We played Forza Horizon 5 at your house. Amazing game. If you remember, 5 million units were sold or something like that on PlayStation this year alone, which kind of beats damn near the lifetime sales of the Xbox edition. So it looks great on your panel. It sounds like you're a day one purchaser. You were correct. Day one! Inside jokes, folks. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Dude, I've been curious about Forza Horizon, the series, since 4. And of course, it's been stuck on Xbox and then 5. Yeah. Yes. That was originated by Ryan Barrett. He's the starter of that lore. And that happened at MAGFest, which we'll get into. But yeah, he's got an audio of it. But what I played of 5, had a blast. And I'm very excited for Forza to go to Japan. Yeah. I love Japanese culture and would love to see what they can do with all of that in the Horizon series. But I'm a big fan of Need for Speed. I'm a big fan of arcade racers. And I wanted to check it out. So I was like, hey, can I check out Forza? And you're like, yeah. And man, on your setup, it was awesome. And I played the Hot Wheels DLC, so I'm super excited for this. Will I get it on launch? It comes out at a pretty bad time. I don't know. Yeah, it is a busy time, maybe, but I'm very interested. And holy shit, what a misstep on Xbox's part for essentially leaking this, announcing it 1 week earlier than it probably already should have been announced, because we know we're getting Forza Horizon 6 content and news January 22nd at the Developer Direct. So someone, I don't know, when they were coding this or releasing it into Forza Horizon 5, they just went back 1 week. Whoopsie.
Someone hit the wrong button. They clicked on the wrong part of the calendar.
Exactly.
Oops, you know?
Yep, it happens. But this seems legit. What do you think?
No. I think it seems legit. I mean, we kind of expected it anyway. And as we were actually talking on our way to, during, and from MAGFest, when we were sort of hypothesizing about things, I remember saying, man, they really need to announce it like now and have it release by the end of cherry blossom season. But that's pretty soon, March to May. And then we got news that they were going to do the Developer Direct on the 22nd. And I thought, oh, that'd be sweet. And we weren't really sure. And then we got news they were going to at least address Forza Horizon 6. So hearing this release date being May 19th or 15th, if you buy the crazy edition, that's incredible. And it's right. I mean, it would be foolish to wait any longer. Plus, one of the things that I think is really smart, as much as I love Summer Games Fest, getting ahead of Summer Games Fest with an actual release, you're playing something for a week or two, hyping up before Summer Games Fest, in between the showcases that you might not care about. You can jump back into Forza Horizon 6, at least from the other Forza Horizon games. Yes, they're meaty, but you can get on, do a couple races, drive around. I don't know if it's going to be in Tokyo or wherever in Japan, but in the 5 where you're in Mexico, and in 4 you're in the UK, 3 you're in Australia, it was fun to just get on and drive around and be like, can I smash some boards? Can I try some silly stunts? Can I do some speed traps? Like, it's such a game that you can get lost into and also put down when you need to. And I think
Beautiful.
for the month of June, for all the game announcements and the Netflix, I think they do their thing for 3 days in June sometime, and some of the other. Basically, it's a big month for media, and I think it's the perfect time to come out at the end of May and just sort of get out of the way of Summer Games Fest and let people have fun, and then get excited about the other stuff that's coming out. So I think it's very legit. I do kind of wish that they got to announce it on their own terms, but whatever. It's more exciting that the game's coming. I don't give a shit. I hope it does well. I hope we all get it. I hope it has crossplay. That I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it'll have crossplay because I know it did for PC and Xbox. Now that the PS5 version's out for 5, I honestly don't know. Do you guys know? Have you looked? You probably wouldn't have even looked into that. So I'm not sure.
Well, I think we'll find out January 22nd, which is the developer direct, which we will be covering because it's not really an Xbox only thing. It's going to be multi-platform. I mean, they said they're talking about Beast of Reincarnation. They're talking about the new Fable. I think all of these games at the developer direct are going to be day and date PlayStation 5.
Yep. And that's where I was thinking to take that further. Like you said, Caleb, I think this is legit. I agree with you both, because if you release it, then you're going to end up with everything. Like, you're going to be, hey, we're announcing Forza Horizon 6, and May it comes out. People start playing it. They start remembering, oh man, this is a great game. And everything that gets announced in January also will then catch everybody's eyes, because Summer Games Fest, remember, typically has an Xbox Direct attached to it that weekend. So, and everything we know is going to come to PlayStation. So all you're doing is your Xbox is all right, hey, we don't need to use our hardware anymore. We just use the power of our software, and you leverage the power of the competitor and just rake over money. Just rake. If you get 5 million sales on Xbox or 2 million sales on Xbox and others are Game Pass subscribers, and then you compound it with another 5 to 10 on PlayStation, you just basically walk away with good money. You only get 70% of the rips, but you still make a lot of money.
It really is good business. It at this point, especially because Xbox has been hemorrhaging with their hardware sales. I mean, stores are taking the Xbox off of its shelves because it wasn't doing so hot. And this is not a dig against Microsoft or Xbox, but I feel like they kind of figured out now we should just be a third party. We should just run it all. Like try to talk about everything. Let everybody have fun on our platform. If they want our hardware, great. If they don't, we're going to give it to them anyway. I just think that's the smartest thing to do. And for Indiana Jones, it worked for him. I believe for Gears, the Gears 1 re-release, I believe that worked for him pretty well. And clearly Forza Horizon 5 did with the 2 million or 5 million, 5 million extra sales. Like, that's massive. Yeah. And that's a racing, like an arcade racing game. That's not, a narrative thing that usually their bigger budget titles do better, or bigger headline titles, I should say. Forza has a huge budget. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But like Halo, when Halo is going to be fucking massive when it comes out, because everybody knows Halo. So yeah, I think this is going to be awesome for them this year.
You're right, because that was my next thought on that. You take that, you give more details about Halo, and you say, hey, it's coming September, right before GTA and everything else hits, maybe August, somewhere in that frame, and everybody's still got that in the back of their mind. Boom. Now you just leapfrog another bajillion copies sold from us over at PlayStation because we haven't played a good Halo game in 15 years, right?
Right. Yeah. On exactly. PlayStation, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And if it releases mid-May and then we have Summer Game Fest mid-June, could we potentially see a DLC announcement at Summer Game Fest? Are they
might announce a DLC and say, not coming until October or something. Yeah. But they might actually showcase something because it'll be 2 to 3 weeks, let people get excited about it. And I know this is kind of a no-no generally for us, where it's like, if the DLC is made concurrently with the game, why isn't it just included in the fucking game? Like, yes, we've had that conversation many a times. But they're one of the few that give you the full package and then some free content updates all the time. The DLC really is, if you love our game so much, here's more for you to do, but you would not be left out if you just bought the base game and said this is enough for me. So
Okay.
I don't really mind when they do it because I get my money's worth and then some. I mean, you guys saw my playtime on Forza Horizon 5. It's
Yeah.
like the reason I own an Xbox. Like this was, I mean, before it was multi-platform.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not upset about that, and it would be cool if we could see a DLC, at least a teaser,
Right.
for an expansion pack.
Right. And now you can edge on Forza Horizon 6.
Yeah, that's the weird part, though. It's going to be so difficult for me to choose because I'm just so used to it being an Xbox thing, and I have the Elite Series 2 controller. It's the only reason I even own an Xbox, so it almost feels weird. But when the Mass Effect trilogy came out on PlayStation, I double dipped, and that was, it was an Xbox exclusive for a while. And I thought, as soon as I booted it up again, I was like, I made the right call. I'm not mad. Let's go. So I feel like I'm going to do the same thing for Forza Horizon 6.
Nice.
Japanese, what better time to just make the jump? My favorite culture in the world.
Exactly.
I could talk about Forza forever. I'm sorry. This is a MAGFest thing, which I'll just shut up there. We'll get excited. We can cover it in May, maybe. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
When it comes out.
We can.
Alex, more to come. Alex, oh, sorry.
Are you excited for Forza Horizon 6 or nah?
It's another racing game. Like racing games are fun every once in a while for me. Like I'm probably gonna end up getting it. I do end up getting every Forza game.
Oh,
when I'll get around to it, actually playing it, I have no idea. I've got way too many things in the backlog. Way too many things coming out this year for me to really even have time for, a 100-hour game like Forza is going to be.
Totally fair. 1,000% fair. I feel you.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'm getting it on launch because it is, 007 First Light and Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight are right on the heels of that. So two games I'm very interested in. And 007 was pushed back to right before Lego Batman. So that's a bummer. But,
what is that, like May 12th or something?
Lego Batman is May
007.
May 27th.
Oh, it's May 27th.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
So,
yeah, they're like back to back right there.
Yep. In April, we have a dual release, Pragmata the 24th, Saros the 30th, and then another one in May, end of May. So, yeah.
And the Diablo 4 expansion, if you're me. I got 3 in April back to back, which is 3 big dogs. So that's oof.
Yep.
When?
Yep.
Right.
When? Yeah. Right. No. Well, I'm going to lead this into a conversation following up. Since we're talking about business strategy, figure you gentlemen might be a little interested in this. I dropped in the chat here for you. This one's coming from Video Games Chronicle. They're reporting through GameSpark, a Japanese website that has indicated that Nintendo's share price is now 33% lower than it was when the Switch 2 launched 5 months ago. We are seeing it's gone down to just under 10,000 yen, which is the lowest it's been since April of 2025. Surprise, Switch 2 stock prices. So there is much speculation as to why this might be, particularly with the community viewing behind what's going out there. And I want to kick it over to you, Caleb. I have some thoughts on this. So I don't know what you feel on this angle, but typically what we have is when a Nintendo console comes out, we saw this with the Wii U, the hardcore fans go out and you buy everything. So you can't get a new console for 3 to 5 months. And then things tend to fall off. And it's usually because there, quite frankly, is a lack of third-party support for the games, because Nintendo can only make so many first-party IP. And quite frankly, we haven't really been seeing a lot of good third-party hits. Maybe some ports, but nothing new generated for just the Switch 2 outside of like Hades 2 this year. So am I kind of off the base? This might be a current trend and potential outlook of the Switch 2's future?
Well, so as a person who follows, I will just be transparent for the listeners. Like, I own Nintendo stock. I've owned Nintendo stock for a while because they're a company that I have believed in, even through all their missteps of like, why is your hardware a fucking potato that's 9 years old, instead of at least being on having the same parity with present day things. And I'm not talking the PS5 Pro. That's a little overkill for Nintendo's business strategy. Like, I get that that's their thing, but they've always been really, really, really solid with hardware, or excuse me, with software. Their hardware has been great, but as far as making money, not as big as the software, at least in the last 15 years, I would say. They did still make money on hardware, whereas like PlayStation and Xbox didn't always. They would typically sell their hardware at a loss and then make up for it with the software because they always had banger after banger. But with Nintendo, what's concerning is the few first party the titles that we got this year, or excuse me, last year, by in 2025, let's say, were fine. They were received fine. You didn't have a Zelda Tears of the Kingdom that just like made people lose their minds. You didn't have, again, I don't want to crap on it, but we got Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. That should have been a big, big Christmas title. That should have been a killer software title. And it was fine. And it sucks. Like, I mean, for Nintendo, that really sucks.
I agree.
Now, the counterpoint to that is the Switch 2 came out on June 5th of last year, on my 40th birthday. And 3 months, sales were booming when you could buy them. We had a lot of geopolitical, economic nonsense. And again, we're not getting into politics necessarily, but it does matter for this conversation. The tariffs that were going on, the world didn't know what the fuck was happening. Nintendo had to shift units to, I believe it was Taiwan, so that the United States could sell them at a normal price. Like, there was a lot of that was kind of out of Nintendo's hands. And so I don't blame them for that. They actually reacted better than I thought. We were just going to be fucked. I thought Nintendo Switch 2s were going to be like $800. Like, I didn't know what they were going to do because everything was just so volatile and changing on a daily basis. But I do think that 2026, Nintendo needs to come out swinging with some good software first party, so that the third party people can get excited about it. I mean, right now, all I can think of that's Nintendo that's coming out in the next few months is this new Mario Tennis is coming out. Like, it's a new title. It's not an update to Mario Wonder, which that's coming later. And that's great, but it is a last gen game technically. And then potentially Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. There's that.
I'll be sleeping on Yoshi.
The Yoshi game, but it is potentially more of a younger children's game. And I'm not crapping that by any means, but we're all getting older. Not that we don't enjoy those games. I don't want to call it a cozy game, but it might be. And I don't think that that's going to keep them above board. Like that game alone, they need the whole gamut. They need a Bayonetta 4, if you will. I mean, they're not going to do a Bayonetta 4, but at least not now. But they need titles like that appeal to the hardcore gamers just as much. And they can't keep relying on Mario, Zelda. I mean, not even, I was going to say Metroid, but Metroid even didn't really sell that well, which is a bummer.
Right.
What I think will actually be a big deal with them for third party is if we get the Pokemon announcements for the Switch 2. And I know that Matt would be all up on that shit.
He would be.
We'll
have a Pokemon Presents. I don't know, probably in the spring, and we're going to probably get an announcement for a release in the fall for Black and White remake and potentially a Gen 10 tease.
Damn.
I don't know. It's up.
Yeah. But, so those are the things that, as far as game news is concerned. But to answer your question, and then we can move on from this, unless you have more you wanted to say. But the one thing to keep in mind about the Nintendo stock specifically in the price, like, yes, it dropped 33% from last year. I don't remember the date you said, but it's still up for the last, I want to say, like 7 years or something. Nintendo's share price years ago was high enough that they ended up doing a split. And if memory serves, I think it might have even been a 10-to-1 split. So for every share, or, if it was $100, the price would have dropped down to $10 and you would have gotten 10 times the amount of shares. So the valuation didn't change, but it was enough for new investors to try to get in. And that's how the most successful companies grow, is they do that because they keep it appealing to, it's easier to look at something that's $10 a share and say, I'll buy 10 shares of that for $100 than to say, I'll buy 10 shares of that for $1,000 or one share for $100. You're not going to do that as often as you would. I mean, I don't think so. I just think it's sort of like if you go to the store and you see 1 for $5 or 2 for $10. It's the same price, but psychologically, when people see 2 for $10, they're like, "Oh, I'm getting a deal." That's kind of kind of how that works. But Nintendo's share price, when it went down to just under $10 after that split, it's up. It's around 15.33 or 15.50 in American dollars. So it's still very positive. It's positive growth. They have a very strong dividend. So when you buy Nintendo stock, usually you're in it for the long haul. You want to make your money, the passive income. Not to say that it's bad to sell it. It's just, yes, it was up to like $21 or something, and now it's down to around 15. But you also have to remember, Nintendo's not going anywhere. I mean, how many times have we thought, "Oh, they fucked this system up," or the Wii U? There are 7 games on it from Nintendo, and that's it. Like, there were not many. Nintendo is one of the fighters. They're going to be around until some idiot ruins it for them, and I don't think we're quite there yet. I still have a lot of faith in Nintendo. So yes, they're down, but they're still great. I mean, I still have my Switch too. I downloaded the Dragon Quest 7 demo on it. Runs great. Matt's been playing it. He's probably sitting on if they fixed that middle lull in that game, it's going to be above a 90. I'm calling it now. If they didn't fix it, it'll still be like an 85 or above. But I think if they fixed it, which it seems like they did, that thing's going to be like a 93. Like, that's awesome for him and for us as Dragon Quest.
Oh yeah.
So don't sleep on Nintendo. Don't sleep on the Switch 2, even though if you're mad at it now, you have every right to be mad at it. But I think they're going to have some releases this year that are going to surprise us.
We'll get some Nintendo Directs.
Yeah, we should. And then Matt, you'll get your Pokemon games. All you sneaky little draft guy. I saw what you did there.
Yep, I picked those up, and then my main draft was the 3D Mario, which I truly believe we're going to get Super Mario Galaxy 3 this year.
It'd be the perfect time with the movie coming out. Oh, that's the other thing with Nintendo stock. The movie, I mean, it's not made entirely by Nintendo, but Nintendo IP is going to make some money on that. So just throwing that out there.
But as a gamer and in my personal experience, I really haven't touched the Switch. I mean, there's the year in review 2025 for the Switch now, Nintendo. I put maybe 100 hours into the Switch for the entire year, and I played mainly Switch 1 games. I don't own a Switch 2 game, and I've had the console for going on 9 months now. So it's a little concerning. I do want to play Donkey Kong Bonanza, but it's just it didn't catch me. It wasn't a system seller. I really just wanted to play Echoes of Wisdom in 60 frames locked, which it is. It runs beautifully on the Switch 2 now. So, and I played Pokemon Violet. The Switch 2 is mainly playing the older Switch titles the way they should be played. So hopefully Nintendo surprises us and we get some announcements this year. They gotta release some shit to prove to me and everyone else that owns a Switch 2, hey, why do you have the Switch 2? Where are our killer apps? Where are the games? So we'll see.
Third party, end of this year. I know for the draft, we're all hoping maybe late or maybe early next year instead of late this year. But the From Software game that's coming, that'll be a big.
We haven't heard anything about that.
Be a big test for this. I mean, it is early; it's only January, but it'll be a big test for the Switch 2 and how people take to it, because that's an exclusive, right? It's not coming to anything else.
Yeah, exclusive From Software, Dusk Bloods.
That's a big deal. From Software, they move units. I mean, even if you're not a fan, you can't deny that From Software knows how to develop games for the right audience.
Right, but I mean, look at the Elden Ring port that they're trying to do for the Switch 2.
You mean the Tarnished Edition?
The Tarnished Edition.
The greatest name.
I know. It's so good. That got delayed indefinitely. I don't know when.
I haven't heard about it in a while.
So yeah, I think they're having a hard time developing on the Switch 2, and Duskbloods. We'll see. It's my counter pick, so I'm kind of rooting against it. And I don't like the PvPvE, but I don't like rooting against any games. I hope all video games succeed, except Highguard. But
no, I mean, as two of the three of you are my fellow competitors in the draft, And we won't get into how Mason fucking lied to me and ruined my draft. Oh, yeah, I'm calling you out, you bitch. No, just kidding. But I would happily get last place if all of our games did awesome. That doesn't bother me. I want all the games that we want to play. I want them to be good, and I want them to just be fun. I want, the draft is fun to do, but it's not like I don't want to root. Oh, I fucking hope your games are terrible so that I win.
Right.
Like that's not in the spirit of being a game fan. So
we'll do a state of the draft for the first episode in February, and you'll be on that, or if you want to be. So
it depends. It depends on how the first releases go. If my first 2 releases are bad, then I'm just. I already told you guys my plan. So that'll be the surprise.
Oh, if I can't win, nobody will.
No, I will win. I will just win by a different set of rules.
There you go. Well, I guess, I will simply one last thought for you, gentlemen. Sure. It is an interesting inflection point because I did look, I don't know if you saw this today, but the top 25 top downloaded games on the PlayStation Network from 2025, while it came out soaring with everything I've heard about it is great, but is not on that list, and it goes through like the top 20, was Elden Ring Night Ring. So if that one struggled to make the downloads list, it's kind of interesting to see how Dustbloods does on the Switch too. So the future awaits on that regard.
It's going to be exciting following everything. We got another... It sounds like we have another awesome, exciting year ahead of us. So,
yep.
I got fucked. I'm just calling it now. I got fucked. It's all Mason's fault.
Oh, poor Mason. He's gonna hate you for.
Well, when he comes on as a guest, he can talk shit to me all he wants. It's fine.
There you go.
But he can't defend himself. He can't. He lied. He lied 2 years ago. It's
all good. Matt, I'm going to leave this next one for you, man. Chose this specifically for you. This came out today as well, being coming from Game Informer. So we have our Kratos, our new Kratos, if you will. The announcement came out today. Why don't you take it away? Because I know you love God of War, and I have a feeling you've watched Sons of Anarchy.
Sure, I've watched it, didn't finish it, but I love the God of War. I know I love the God of War games. I'm a little hesitant on the God of War TV show, the adaptation. Adaptations are sometimes hit or miss. The best one we've had was animated, and that was Castlevania on Netflix. The amazing, it's an incredible anime based off Castlevania. But yeah, Amazon Prime series adaptation of God of War got their Kratos, and it is Ryan Hurst.
That's wild to me. It is. It's wild that he's the one.
Yeah. Famously known for the Sons of Anarchy, and he was actually the voice. This is what excites me because he knows the material. He was the voice of Thor in God of War Ragnarok. So he's big. He's 6'6". He knows the source material, so he had to read the script for Ragnarok. He probably played both games, God of War, maybe even the games before that. I hope he does, to get a sense of who Kratos is and what he stands for and how he should act as him. But yeah, this is great casting. I think this is good news, and I think he's going to do an amazing job, especially if he plays all of the God of War games. I'm talking 1 through 3, and
you can ignore judgment. Ignore judgment. You move past that.
Right. Ascension's really good. And then the 2 PSP titles, Ghosts of Sparta and Chains of Olympus, they were not bad, but I hope he's I can only assume he's played Ragnarok because he's in the fucking game, and he did an amazing job as Thor. Like that was some incredible performance. Some of the best scenes in the game were between Thor and Kratos. No spoilers, but he's in the marketing material. So he was the voice of Thor. I think he's going to do an awesome job. Does this excite me more? Not really. I think it's good casting. I think it's going in the right direction. But the writer of the series said something concerning, and I'm paraphrasing. I'm not quoting
Yeah,
anything.
go
But
ahead. Go ahead.
he said they asked him, "Did you play the game?" And he's like, "No, I didn't play the game. I don't need to know how the game goes." I'm like,
Ooh.
Yes, you do,
what the fuck are
dipshit.
you saying? Like, you need source material. So maybe Ryan can help this individual. I forget his name, who's directing, or the writer can help him basically show what Kratos is all about, and maybe we'll have an awesome TV series. I don't know. They're doing a Horizon 1 and 2. I don't know how big of a fan I am of these adaptations, especially if they tell a story I've already experienced in video game form. So I don't know. It's a step in the right direction, and we'll see how it plays out.
See, what you just told me about what the, I guess the writer mentioned reminds me of the Henry Cavill debacle with The Witcher. Now, I realize The Witcher was a book series first, like I know that, but the games were so beloved. Like you should know enough about the source material if you're going to adapt something. And God of War, while it might have novelizations because of the games, it was a game first. It was the game series first. So it's such a weird choice to be like, I don't need to know anything about this. Like, why do people do that? I
don't know.
It's like me. I'm gonna go over to Ukraine and start telling the president what to do in war because I'm qualified. Like, what? Oh, I don't need to know anything about your country or your history. I'll just tell you how to go to war with Russia. Like, that's the weirdest shit to me.
Right.
Like, why would somebody make that statement? But I don't know. Like you said, the casting. One minor spoiler for Ragnarok. Do you think he will enjoy yelling at himself? I feel like that'll be fun to see.
That's true. We'll see. I don't know.
Fair enough. I definitely. Would you watch this, Alex? I know you didn't. You've played a little bit of the God of War stuff, and you said you weren't a huge fan of the reboot series.
Yeah, I'll probably end up checking it out. I mean, I wasn't. You did kind of say it really well. I'm not really a fan of the newer God of Wars all that much. I like the old ones and their terrible art for now. They're like nowadays their art style is terrible, but back then they were phenomenal. But we'll see. You know, I liked Thor as a character in Ragnarok. This individual is definitely a phenomenal actor. I've seen him in Sons of Anarchy, like we said. I love Sons of Anarchy. So we'll see. The writer never playing the games, they're not wanting to play the games or knowing the lore of the games is really concerning. But we have had
it's either the writer or the director. We can confirm that if someone wants to. It's one of the two. Someone involved in the show.
The creative process.
The creative process that said, "Oh, I don't need to know the games," and I'm like, "Oh,
is it Prime?
Fucking,
is it Prime Video that this is going on? The live action? I don't remember.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and when,
you know they have a good production value, whether it's good or not, like enjoyable or not. The money is there, so at least the visuals and the teams required, unless they completely drop the ball, should be pretty good. So that's at least one leg up.
Yeah.
And this could also be a situation. This could also be a situation where there's enough people on the cast or part of the crew and everything that know it, that the writer or producer, whoever this is, might not actually need to know as much.
Yeah, it was the showrunner, writer, and executive producer Ronald D. Moore.
It's Ronald D. Moore?
Yeah.
Shit. Battlestar Galactica.
Shit,
I didn't know it was Ronald D. Moore. All right. I will yell at him as a fan. I'll be like, dude, you need to know what you're getting into. He is a very, very good creative director. Like his creative lead that alleviates a lot of shit for me. He knows how to make good stuff.
Yes, Battlestar Galactica, the reboot series, is probably in my top sci-fi shows. Like it's in that conversation. So if he actually puts his focus onto it and studies like he did for the reboot, I think the show will be just fine.
Maybe Kratos will go to space because he's done Battlestar and he's done For All Mankind. He's really good at space stuff. Maybe this will be the secret third locale. We were all wrong when we thought Egypt and Japan. It's going to fucking Mars. Kratos goes to Mars. He is the god of war. Mars is the god of. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there.
Mars is the Roman god of war.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah,
you crack the code.
I did crack the Ronald D. Moore code.
Yep. Ryan has the beard for it, so
Yeah.
they show him with a Kratos statue, and it's like, oh man, you look the part.
Yeah,
And
he could pull it off visually for sure.
yeah, so step in the right direction. I'm still cautiously optimistic about it.
Yeah.
I don't blame you, man. I'm with you on that front. I'm not. Yeah, I need to see a trailer. Prime is one of the few streaming services I have access to, so I'm definitely with you on that. And then, of course, when in between games is the real question. But yeah, well, cautiously optimistic. This last one, I kind of have an angle. It's a personal angle of my own, but I suspect Alex here might be interested because it is 100% a PC game, and that's coming from Peter Molyneux, longtime industry veteran, great mind behind some of the best strategy god games, if you will, such things as Populous, Dungeon Keeper, Fable, and one of my personal favorites that was a PC only black and white 1 and 2. He founded Lionhead Studio. He currently founded 22 Cans, and they came online this week and dropped a awesome trailer for his next game called Masters of Albion, which is interesting because Albion, as you remember, takes place in Fable. It is looks like a blend of Fable meets Black and White. I don't know if you guys saw this trailer, but I don't know if this has your attention. There's no release date, but it just says wish list on Steam now. So are you interested, Alex? Do you know anything about Black and White?
Yeah, I've heard of Black and White, and I definitely know Peter. I'm going to absolutely butcher his last name. It's Molyneux, right?
Correct.
Molyneux. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been a big fan of like Fable for a really long time. I've heard quite a bit about this as well because it popped up actually in my news feed on YouTube today. And he's working with some really big names, and it's mentioned in here. He's working with Russell Shaw, who did music for Black and White, Bullfrog, and Lionhead games. He's working with Ian Wright of one of the designers from Black and White 2, and the art director Kareem Itouni from Little Big Planet.
Oh,
so we actually do have some really big, prominent names here. So this could shape up to be a really, really, really interesting game. Like looking at the trailer, I'm definitely intrigued. I'm a little worried about how it's going to play on PC. It looks more like it's almost kind of designed to be a VR game. I don't know if you watched the trailer, Bob, but it does definitely look like it should have been a VR game.
I could see that. No, that's a good call. That with the big hand. For those that don't know, in Black and White 2, you literally control things with a big god hand and kind of move around. So that's a really, really good point. I wonder if we do get something there, maybe through Steam VR or something of that nature. And I was wrong, gentlemen. I apologize. I mixed this up with a different game I was looking at. It comes out April 22nd.
Yeah.
Oh. It has an actual. Is that like a full release date, or is that an early access thing?
That's a full release date. That's on Steam already.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's intriguing. It's really intriguing, but I can't say whether or not. I don't think it's going to be a day one game for me. It is a strategy game. I'm not really big into strategy if it isn't Civ, so we'll see.
Okay. Fair enough.
Caleb, Matt, to watch.
Yeah, I was going to say, either you gentlemen interested in this? It doesn't sound like a Matt game, but I don't know about you, Caleb.
Yeah, it's definitely not a Matt game. I can tell you that just looking at it. So back in the day when Populous came out, one of my very good friends had it, and he was obsessed with Populous. I tried to get into it. I don't know if it was just because I was like 8 or what. I don't remember when it came out, but I did not enjoy Populous until I was much older. And I went back and I played it. And I was like, I respect what they did. I mean, I still don't think it's that fun. To be honest with you, I didn't think Populous was that fun. But as we know, when he went on to the Fable series much later, I was all about Fable, the Fable games. Like, I love the Fable games. And I've read across the last 20 years, various articles that this guy is a pain in the ass to work with. But he's such an artist when it comes to making video games that it's kind of like you deal with that, despite the fact that he can be a dick. Obviously, I don't know that from personal experience. I've just read it enough that I kind of believe that. So it's great that he's got some of these high profile names with him to help shape whatever is in that crazy man's head. It'll be on a watch list. It won't be a day one thing for me. Day one. It won't be day one.
Day one!
But it will. I'm going to keep my eye on it and hope. I hope it does well. And if it does well, then I might pick it up.
Caleb, send me that sound clip. I'm going to put it in the soundboard.
I actually have a little mini surprise for the group. I made I'll just send it now. Okay. I need you. I'm going to say this on the cast now. I need you guys to text the MAGFest group and ask me are you excited for Resident Evil? Are you excited for Dragon Quest? Like, I need somebody to
I'll do Dragon Quest.
Respond day one, and I will do it, and then you will have you'll be able to see it. So I'll
do Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
But while we do that, is that so? Yeah, this isn't a Matt game, unfortunately.
No,
but yeah. So is that what we have for the news?
Yep, that is it for this one. But yeah, that's this week. We'll get back into more heavy stuff next week. So speaking of Matt and games, it sounds like day one. Sounds like you've been playing something you're ready to get. Day one!
Day one! Yes. Day one! Let's get into the games we're playing. I can kick it off if you want. So let's start. On the way back from MAGFest to Caleb's, I had found out, there's a Dragon Quest demo out for the Switch 2 and PS5. I had my Switch 2 with me. I was like, well, fuck. I'm going to download this demo for Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined. And I finally played it. I played some at Caleb's. Not a lot because we were, hanging out and I didn't want to be buried in my fucking Switch. And then I played a lot after I was done driving to fucking Kansas from Columbus. I played a little in Kansas. And I got to say, so I played Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined demo on Switch 2. And dude, I'm very, very excited for this game. It has a lot of trappings of 11. It looks incredible. The graphics and the presentation are awesome. The little characters, they actually made the little characters like physically because the creator said they look like dolls, and of course the art is from Toriyama. God rest his soul, rest in peace. And they actually made these little dolls and then put them in the game, so everything is so. It's so detailed, and the fabric is detailed, and all of the locales and the city and the little towns are all extremely detailed. They look like dioramas. I think they streamlined a lot because I was in battle probably 15 minutes through the demo. I skipped a lot. I'm going to skip everything during the demo because I'm going to really take it all in the main game.
Sure.
But yeah, it reminded me a lot of 11 and not 3. I'm not a big fan of the older Dragon Quest games. I'm a big fan of the quality of life stuff they brought with 11. It looks like they brought a lot of that quality of life stuff with 7. I love the characters. I don't really know what's going on in the story because I skipped a lot of the cutscenes. So I'm going to save that for the final release on February 5th. But I got to say, man, this demo is getting me more and more excited. I didn't even finish the demo. It's like 3 hours. I've gotten probably 2 hours in. And then I wanted to see how it ran and looked on the PS5. It's way more detailed and runs in beautiful upscaled 4K and 60 frames on the PS5. I was pretty impressed at how it ran and looked on the Switch 2, but boy, oh boy. And I was playing in handheld mode, right? I haven't docked it and played in docked mode yet, but I was impressed at how it ran in handheld mode on the Switch 2. But my God, when I fired up the PS5 version, oh, dude, this is the way I'm going to play it. Of course, I have it
for sure.
Pre-ordered. Yeah, have it pre-ordered, and I'm getting it day one. So I couldn't be more excited. I'm still determining what I'm going to play first. We just got off of a Souls-like fucking kick your ass game, and I don't know if I want to get back into one, which is Neo 3. It's just it really like Neo 3 releases the day before Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined. I have Dragon Quest 7 pre-ordered. Neo 3 will probably be a digital game for me, believe it or not,
Yeah.
kind of like
It's
Borderlands
online.
was. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
online and it's would be my multiplayer game along with something else I'm playing. But I don't know, man. It's all going to depend on how I feel at the time. And dude, I am ready for a nice sit down, cozy game, which will be Dragon Quest 7.
Look,
I
I
didn't,
can try to help you make this
yeah,
decision other than your feeling, and I'm
yeah,
not leaning you one way or another. You played Neo 2, right? Like when it came
yes,
out. Did you play it at launch or did you play it a little
no.
later?
Played a
Okay.
little later, I believe.
So I don't. Maybe you know this. Maybe you don't. I don't. My question for you is: when Neo 2 launched, how many patches was it until it was like stable and playable? Was it good
Quite a few.
from day one, or
Yeah.
like for Neo 3? Do you think it's going to be good from day one, or do you think it's going to
No.
take a week or two? So that I would probably lean towards Dragon Quest solely for that reason. Give it a week or two to sort of work out the bugs, and then you can jump in after
Yeah,
you've
the
sunk your
only
teeth
thing
in.
with that, I'll miss the boat because everyone's going to be playing it day one, and everyone will be like, oh, that's old news. So I do want to
Well-
wait for patches and everything. So if I wait for if I don't play Neo the first week, I'm not gonna play it probably because
Yeah, but,
people
you know,
will already
there's-
be playing it, and Neo is really fun with other people. So
Sure,
if
sure.
if it's just I'm not playing, I'll tell you what, I'm not playing Neo 3 by myself. I tried Neo 2 by myself. It's just Neo 3
as
is
fun.
or Neo as a game series is way more fun to play with other people. So
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I will say for you, I can help you with that decision a little bit more. I played Neo 2 not day one, but like right after launch and didn't have any issues with it. I played it by myself though, and that game became a hardcore Souls game. It's more fun with multiplayer. If unless you're in a hardcore Souls mood, we're talking like Sekiro, Dark Souls 2 level of shit, right? It gets really tough. I am more inclined to get into a cozy game, and I've got another game that I've been looking into. Haven't gotten a chance, but I'm probably playing it afterwards. That's in the HD 2D engine. It sings, so I get it. If you held out on Neo 3, I could easily miss out on it myself. And then when you're ready, I'd be happy to jump back in, and we can at least do it similar to the other game you've been playing, or we have been playing it this week.
Yes. Before I get into that, though,
Yeah.
it's so charming. Dragon Quest games are so charming. They are like little cozy games, and everything I've seen in this game, they don't really go into the job system a lot. You're stuck with the jobs you have. But I haven't finished the demo, so I don't know if they're
Right.
going to unlock that. Probably not. But I can see myself build crafting in this game and really just diving into all the mechanics it has to offer. So. Yeah, the character models, the enemy models, they look just so cool, especially on PS5. Everything is so shiny and detailed, and they look straight out of fucking Pixar movie. So I don't know, like Dragon Quest, it looks better than Dragon Quest 11, honestly, if you can believe that, because Dragon Quest 11 looked phenomenal. So I couldn't be more excited for this game. The demo, I mean, I was already sold. I just wanted to kind of see what I was getting into.
Sure.
But it just makes me even more excited. And yeah, we're playing a Souls-like game. We played Remnant. We finished it and we platinumed it. So we finally
Congratulations,
platinumed
gentlemen.
it. Yeah,
On your plat.
we had some trophies to clean up, and man, I had a blast with that game. It was getting a little long in the tooth. It was like I put 59, 60 hours into that game. I don't know how much you put in, Bob, more than me, but it was getting a little long in the tooth, a little repetitive. I mean, it is a roguelite, Souls-like third-person shooter. So with that roguelite element, you do re-roll stuff and you go through the same stuff, trying to roll specific areas. But yeah, it was starting to wear out its welcome, and I'm glad we finally put that checkbox in there and we got the plat. So put that on the shelf. And what's next for me? Shinobi, Art of Vengeance.
Shinobi. Okay.
Yep.
Good.
It's about time.
I hope you love it. It's good.
Yep. So I'm excited to get into that, and I will report back on that in future casts.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. Who wants to go
Well,
next?
Alex.
Alex, yeah, you're good, man.
Yeah.
Alex, we know you don't give a fuck about most of the things we've been talking about. So tell us what you give a fuck about.
Yeah. So I live in my world of PC land, so I don't care. I do authentically care. I do actually end up playing a lot of these games, just unfortunately later.
Yeah, of course.
Neo for me is I'm gonna have it day one. It's not gonna be I'm gonna start it day one. I'm personally hoping a Metroidvania that I've been following comes out by then. I don't know if Solitaria will actually ever come out at this point because it still says just Q1 2026 on its launch date, but we'll see. After practically being held by gunpoint, hazed, and ran up a flagpole, I finally decided to play Final Fantasy 15 again.
We know you wanted to.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, it took a little bit, and to be honest, I think I was hard on the game beforehand.
Oh,
For being completely honest. So
Insomnia was beckoning you back.
His
It's like,
criticisms were not unwarranted.
back,
Yeah, I'll
Right.
defend you. I mean, it's not a perfect game. It's not even their strongest top, 6. But anyway, continue.
Yeah. So after playing it, I'm now 6, maybe 7 hours in now on this playthrough, which is now further than I've gone at this point story wise, in any of my previous playthroughs. I've actually come to like the game. I'm enjoying it far more than I did Final Fantasy 16.
Hell
it's
yeah.
still not in my top 5, but it's not in my top 5 Final Fantasies.
It's not mine either, so it's okay.
Yeah,
Hell yes that he's
pretty good.
enjoying it, not that he enjoys it more than 16. But hell yes, you're enjoying it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do enjoy it more than 16. Okay, I will say it louder for the people in the back.
That's pretty
You're
crazy.
allowed. You like what you
Yeah.
like. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, opinions are subjective.
It's okay to be wrong.
Yeah, opinions are subjective. Apparently,
I'm kidding.
Okay, Albrook.
Entirely subjective.
Yeah, Albrook, you're not allowed to speak on Final Fantasy for a while. For anybody who doesn't know, Albrook is a town in Final Fantasy VI.
And that's as far as Matt got because he's a wonderful human being. God damn it.
Like
Anyway.
3 hours in.
No, it took me like 10 hours to get there. So
Okay, for Matt, it took him more than 3 hours.
I'm an
You
explorer.
know why? Because of Zozo.
Anyway.
Zozo
Yeah.
was the reason that Matt hates the game.
Fuck
Continue.
Zozo.
Final Fantasy 15.
I've been playing Final Fantasy 15. I've been streaming the whole thing live on Twitch. I haven't played a minute outside of what I've been streaming. And if anybody's curious, that's Twitch/Kirito Azazel. If you want to check those streams out. Other than that, it's been Star Ocean Second Story, the original, not the remake. I picked up a copy at MAGFest, and I played it for a good, I think, 9 hours the other day.
Wow. Damn.
It's a lot of fun. It's always been a fun game to me. I've always enjoyed Star Ocean. It was nice to go back and boot up the PS1 and have a good time with it. Been a little bit of Counter-Strike. League now is in a new season. Started out the year in a new season while we were at MAGFest. And so I've been kind of climbing ranked in that, just having a good time. Played that with Aurora for a few hours today. That's kind of been it for me. It's kind of just a chill thing right now. Neo's my first big title that's going to come out until I do get my PS5 February 1st. That's the plan.
Hell yeah.
It's already slotted in with the wife, so I'll be joining you guys on that. And I'll be either fortunately or unfortunately undertaking DS2 the day that I get it. So,
Oh, damn. You're going to start
see how
strong.
things go.
Yeah,
That's
damn
exciting.
good game for it, man.
That's super exciting. Have you played
Good start.
the Astro's Playroom or Astrobot on
No.
anybody's PlayStation? I would recommend at least Astro's Playroom to break in your system just because it's a nice little quick thing. You don't even have to finish it. You'll want to. It's a really good platformer demo pack in, and then you can install DS2 and cry, laugh, get weird, whatever you want to do with that game. But
Yeah.
just friendly advice. I think Astro's Playroom is the best thing to start your PlayStation with.
Agreed. Agreed.
Okay. Yeah,
Yep,
it's gonna be just casual things until then.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, it kind of goes over like the infrastructure of your system too, and teaches you a lot of like what the PlayStation 5 is and what it provides. I don't want to get too much into it. I don't want to spoil it for you.
And the
But
dual sense. That's the
yes,
thing
it's a huge.
that's most important. Like controllers, game pads, but the dual sense, and not that you haven't used one before, but I think they did a really cool fun tutorial game. That's like a weird thing that is hard to explain, but you'll be like, oh, I didn't know it could do that. Or you'll be fascinated. You'll be like, I did know that, but this is a really cool depiction of how it does that. So
right. Yeah. And it's like 5 hours, super short.
Yeah.
And if you're a PlayStation fan and you're a fan of everything PlayStation, you're going to be a huge fan of this game.
Yeah, it'll speak to you for sure.
Absolutely.
Even as a PC person, like generally, you'll be like, I appreciate the history of all this, and it's neat. So
You hear that, Nintendo? All you have to do is package it in.
right.
Not sell your fucking tech demo for $10.
If they packaged it in, the stock price would be tripled by now.
Right. Bitches.
Right.
All right. Well,
All right, Bob,
Caleb, would you like? Oh,
no,
I'm taking
you first, buddy.
Okay. Well, it's been a quiet couple of days. Got into Remnant 2, got that platinum with Matt. I got to say, I put 87 hours into this because I played it by myself before I started my adventures with Matt. I had no interest in going for the platinum at the time. I don't remember why. I think it was probably just because it's single player and the randomization. I love roguelites and all that, but there was something that was like, I think I want to do multiplayer. So I'm really glad Matt helped me out. I got to say, if I could get more people to play, Remnant 2 is probably it would be my destiny. This game sings to me in ways that haven't happened in a long time. Maxing out the classes, making loadouts for those classes, hitting the big boss that's coming out in the DLC. It's very Borderlands coded like that, where you build and then you make a build and you adjust your build to the latest DLC boss or changes in the ecosystem, and it keeps you coming back. And the reason I love these gentlemen, and I don't mean to be mean, but this is exactly why, is they don't nickel and dime you season after season after season for this stuff. You just buy a DLC or a season pass one time, and then boom, you're in. It's lights. It's live service light would be the way I describe that shit.
What Destiny said they were going to be in the beginning, and then they changed it.
Exactly.
Caleb
was there in the beginning with me. We were running fucking Vault of Glass and playing a bunch, and then you even played Taken King, right?
Yeah,
I played a lot of Taken King. Yeah. And then Destiny 2 came, and the Eververse came, and that's when we were like, all right, peace out, bitches.
Yeah. Still got the platinum for
Destiny
2, but I was just like, I can't keep doing this shit. I mean, part of it was I also was like, I've got 55 other games to play, and you guys want me to keep checking in all the time for too much time and for not enough value, quite frankly.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm glad to hear that Remnant 2 was like that for you, that you actually got what you wanted out of it, and that Matt was able to join you and got you excited about the game again. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, it was super fun. I had a blast.
Yeah, it was. I'm glad I'm putting it down because, like Alex said, League's new season started, so I might dive in a little bit here this weekend, check out the new changes, because a new season means new changes across the board, and kind of get into it. Not necessarily taking League serious this year, but just checking in every now and then. And also because I got 2 games that are on my radar. One's a short one, and then one's the big guy. So the big one, I plan on doing and tackling Octopath Traveler 0. I'm hoping, I haven't looked at the trophy list, but Octopath games tend to be very grindy for their trophy list, with the exception of a super boss near the end. Caleb, you know what I'm talking about.
Of course, yeah.
And they are they're not quite final boss of Claire, but they will make you cry. if you're not prepared. So I'm expecting that. We'll see, because then from there, it's the rest of the spring into summer. But most importantly, I'd like to, at this point this weekend, because it'll only take me 4 to 8 hours, give or take. I'd like to go ahead and do another run through of Mega Man X.
hell yeah.
MAGFest really got me in a mood. And I still have the music in my ear, and then listening to other podcasts that just serendipitously happen to be talking about it. People are like, man, this game is kicking my ass. And I'm like, really? I'm like, this game is easy cake for me. And then it kind of got me going, oh, it's because I've played it for 1,000 hours with 100 playthroughs. So it's brain in the back of my head, which kind of got that itch going again. So expect to see that on the Shapes of Gaming Twitch sometime late this week. Friday or this weekend, since I technically am still on vacation. Wanted to take extra time for post MAGFest, and don't go back to work until next week.
Yep.
Good for you.
And then we found out Bit Brigade, Caleb, is coming to Colorado Springs.
That link earlier. That's awesome. You guys are going to see him, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So,
when are they?
They're doing May something. No, April. Late April or something like that. I don't know.
It'll be It'll be right when all of the releases come out. It'll be that night. It's April 28th, April 30th. They'll just fucking go.
Right. That's an evening. But yeah, I can't wait to watch you stream Mega Man X. And we streamed all of Remnant, every single bit of Remnant. And the next game after Mega Man X, should we tell everyone what we're playing?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks to Caleb here. Another game we saw that he fired up at his house was a little game from Dotemu called Absalom. And Caleb, like I said, you just had to say, hey, this is Dragon's Crown meets Hades. And I would have been like, fuck yeah, I'm in.
I hesitated for the Dragon's Crown because characters don't have like equipment loadouts. Dragon's Crown, that was kind of really fun for me. The matter of fact, I kind of wish all four of us could play Dragon's Crown. That'd be super fun. But
I'd be down to still have it.
I mean, the game Absalom when it came out was $25. I don't know if it still was. If you guys got it on sale or whatever, but
$20.
$20, yeah, even better. But I didn't want to give away too much when I was praising the shit out of it last November or whenever the hell I was talking about it. And I know Mason picked it up for at least 4 hours, and he was like, yeah, you're right, this game is good. But everybody else was like, it's too busy. And I get it. It's busy time. But when you guys got to see it when you were here, I'm really glad that both of you, I mean, you both immediately like went on your PSN and just bought it on your phones. It's like, buy this, we're going to play it later. So your challenge is, I looked, the run that I did when you guys were here that I finished, that was my 22nd run through the game. Like they'll tally up how many runs you have. So I got the platinum 3 runs before the one I showed you guys. So you got to get a platinum trophy in 19 runs of that game. that's
a tall order against you.
We'll shoot for 20.
Yeah, we'll shoot for 20. And I'm sorry, before I forget, gentlemen, I just have to put this out there as a PSA for individuals who may be interested. You said we bought Absalom right away. This is a preview in the future. I'm still waiting for number 2 to drop. But my wish list while we were away had some sales. And Matt, I'm prepping for when Darksiders 4 comes out, because Darksiders 3 was $7.99 on sale, like 85% off. So nice. I'm just putting that out there to folks if you're interested. It is a deep sale right now.
Hell yeah!
It's awesome. Love those sales. You still got to play 2 and then 3. And then
exactly. I'm slowly chipping it away, but
Darksiders 4 won't come out this year. It'll be.
Yeah. You think we'll see that next week? The Xbox thing?
No.
You think it's too soon?
Yeah,
I haven't read anything about next week, like for real. I have, other than the 2 things you guys had sent me.
Xbox isn't really attached to Gunfire, so
exactly, and that's how it wraps up. Damn it, you just took it from me too. I was getting Gunfire because what else did Gunfire make, Matt?
Evil Dead and Darksiders 3.
More importantly, what did we just recently play?
Remnant 2.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm excited for it. Yeah, they're going to nail it. Caleb, like you said, this game, I remember looking at it and going, dude, this art style is right up my alley. It's a roguelite, which is quickly becoming the top of my like genre that I fall in love with. I have to be careful with because they're a deep hole. But when you're just saying, oh, there's only 2 characters in the beginning, you nailed it, Matt. You're gonna like I think you said the Dark Knight. She swings a big sword. Bob, you'll love the dwarf, and I'm like, why? Because of a beard? And you go, no, he's got guns. And I immediately went, oh. That's entirely true. So
guns and fisticuffs, baby. That's Carl. His name is Carl.
Carl.
Yeah,
Nice.
you guys. I mean, I think when you get the other 2, all the characters are really fun for what it's worth. I mean, spoilers. There's only 4 you can play as, which I was hoping there'd be 6, but whatever. All of them are unique in their own way. All of them have, you're gonna find one that just sings to you the most. Like I have my favorite. Doesn't mean I'm not good with the other 3, but there's one where I'm just like, I'm not going to lose if I'm this character, which is cool. I love that in a game that lets you sort of have your own, make a character your own. That's a lot of fun. So yeah, the game stays interesting. I really hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, you can ask me, but I'm not going to tell you everything. I will guide you, but I will not give you an answer because it's part of the fun, as you know, with roguelikes, is just figuring it out. Of
course. Yeah. I like that. I like that approach. But yeah, we will stream that. So look forward to that. Please look forward to that.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb. What about you? What you been grinding on?
All right, I'll be quick. I promise. Like I said at the beginning of this cast, I've been trying to just like reacclimate, be an adult, so that I can give myself a bunch of free time. I was struggling deciding what to play. Because as we already discussed, Dragon Quest VII Reimagined comes out just a few weeks, and I am day 1 about that. You can tell my voice is still screwed, but that's okay. And then shortly after that is going to be Resident Evil Requiem. It's like 2 very big games, and Dragon Quest games I take my time with. I'm not going to look at any trophy lists until I'm done. That's my rule for the big games. Actually, it's my rule for every game unless I just fucking hate it.
Yeah. Until you roll credits, right? Until you beat the game.
I roll credits. Well, Dragon Quest, sometimes I decide to roll credits 2 or 3 times because you really never know. And that's not a spoiler. It's just the story.
Oh, no. 11, you had to beat the game 3 times.
Yeah. So I usually just wait until I get that feeling of fulfillment, right? But I have Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D that I got back in October, and I just didn't have time with everything else. And I have my backlog games we talked about in the backlog episode. I was really thinking about Star Ocean Second Story R. And then when Alex found his copy of the PS2 version at MAGFest, I was like, man, that sounds really fun. But that's a longer game, I really, Second Story is my favorite of all the Star Oceans. So I'm going to take my time with that in the, I guess it's technically the HD 2D engine, right? I believe.
Yeah. And it's an RPG. So you'd be going from a long JRPG to another long JRPG. So you have to have some variance in your genres.
Yeah. And the problem is, I know for a fact that Dragon Quest 1 is not that long. I played 1. I actually never finished 2. So I'm really excited to get to 2. But I'm not going to play 2 before I finish 1. So I was like, do I play 1? Because I'm also going to have company this weekend. I'm not going to sit down here and play while they're here. I'm not going to be that guy. And then it's just like a week and a half before 7 Reimagined comes out. So I also thought about Octopath Traveler 0, another RPG. And I thought, man. So what I ended up doing, after finishing the Absalom run again, because I thought about just playing that on and off, I did decide that I was going to do Dragon Quest 1 because it's short enough that I can do that. And then after that, I'm probably just going to play something small, or if it's too late, I'm just going to catch up on some shows. I'm actually going to take a game break before Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. So I haven't been playing as much. And I'm not mad about it. I mean, MAGFest, I got my fill of video game music, and we'll get to this in a minute. Like on our trip there and back, it was a great time as far as music in the car was concerned. And that's kind of how I thrive. So yesterday I decided to go upstairs and maybe try to practice the piano a little bit, and may or may not be teaching myself Lumiere from Clair Obscur. I mean, like the very early stages, because when you guys were here, I'm rusty, and I think I might try to focus on that a little bit more, get back into that creativity because I do miss it. So yeah, the game stuff, while very important to me, I know I'm going to have 2 back-to-back just killer titles. So I think I'm just going to kind of chill, go through DQ1. I don't want to say knock it out, but kind of knock it out because I care about 2, and I'll get to that probably in like March or April or May or June. Who knows? We'll see.
That's a solid strategy. I like it. Take a little break because I mean, Dragon Quest, we're going to be inundated with that and just dive in, right?
Yeah.
And then, like you said, you don't want to blast through it. You want to take your time, but we do have to finish it before Resident Evil Requiem, February 27th. So, yeah,
it's going to be
that's
extra
always
hard
the challenge.
Yeah, because the Olympics starts, and my wife and I love to watch the Olympics together. And I'm not complaining about it, but that's a time sink. You know, I mean, the ice skating. She loves the ice skating, and I actually do enjoy it as well. It's something we can do together that we both enjoy. So that Dragon Quest won't get a full 3 weeks time. It's going to get like a week and a half of full time, and then the rest of it will be smattered with the Olympics. But yeah, I'm super excited for all that. And like you said, when you booted up that demo, I mean, we knew it was going to be good. I think it's going to be great based on that demo. Like, I really, really think we're in for a big one. Collector's edition's on its way, so yay me! Excited about that.
Okay. What do you get in the collector's edition?
So funny story. In 7, I don't fucking remember because I bought it. I had Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD's collector's edition coming. I had Final Fantasy Tactics, Evil's Chronicles Collector's Edition coming. And I've been trying to limit the collector's editions that I buy because a lot of times they're a waste of money. But my favorite of favorites, which are Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, the big RPGs, I had like 5 back-to-back. I don't remember what's in the DQ7. I'll look real quick. I really don't know.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I do know that I saw it. I was a little apprehensive when I saw the pre-order. Like, the price is stupid. I fully admit the price is fucking stupid. But about 2 days after, I was like, what am I doing? I'm going to eat this up. I'm going to love this. Like, I need this in my life. So I decided to do it.
Yeah. So ship in a bottle figurine.
Yeah.
And then
it doesn't mean anything to you yet, but it will.
Right. A little slime plush. You get that cool steelbook case and a bunch of in-game stuff. So
yeah, it's the ship and the plush. I know that's dumb, but I don't care. I need it. I need it in my life.
I love that plush, man. That thing's so cool, so iconic. And like you said, the ship. Matt doesn't get it yet, but he will. Give him
Neither
time.
do our listeners. No spoilers. So,
well, I mean, there's a ship. There you go. You get a boat.
Well,
there's a boat in the game.
It's in the marketing material. I don't know why it's in a bottle, and I don't want to know.
I think that's like the opening shot of the reimagined trailer. I think they're like holding on to the mast of the ship, right?
And that's what I mean.
Key art too.
It is that's true. It is. Yeah.
Yeah, literally the key art. So cool. Well, it sounds like we got back from MAGFest. We're back into gaming, and we're ready to dive into what 2026 has to offer beginning February. So what? Share with the
so
class.
I want to share this with you guys. Sorry. I'm looking now because I'm like, damn, how much is this? Because I might want to pre-order this. And I don't want to double dip and buy 2 copies because they're all sold out.
Yeah.
Except for the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Oh, really? Really?
Yep.
You need to get a Switch 2 again.
So I'm sorry. It's just the Switch and the Switch 2 edition. And I'm like, I would buy it and then I'd have to buy it on PS5 and play it. So I can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the Switch 2 edition, it ran well, but it doesn't hold a candle to the PS5 edition. It's the best place to play Dragon Quest 7 is PS5. So, yeah. Anyway, fellas, MAGFest.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
2026 Mega Man X themed National Harbor, Maryland. January, I don't know, what was it? 9th through the 13th. 4 days of just fucking awesomeness. MAGFest was technically 3 days, but then we got there 4 days because we did like early registration, and I took you guys over. It was like midnight, but anyway,
Yeah.
so,
We were there till 2 a.m. I think that's when we got back. It was 2 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. We road tripped it. It was about a 20-hour drive to Caleb's, and then another 7 hours to National Harbor, Maryland. So 27 hours. We did about 54 hours total of driving, including like the 55 hours if you count like the driving to and from MAGFest. We got an Airbnb. It was about, I don't know, 2 miles from MAGFest, 10-minute drive, if that.
Not very far. It was a nice location.
Yeah, that was cool. I drove Kansas. Kansas was just fucking boring as shit. And then Alex drove the remainder of the way almost, and then Bob picked up. Yeah. So we alternated there, stopped at gas stations. Gas station food. Oh my God, gas station food fucked me up. I got so much jerky. So much jerky. But then we get to your place, Caleb. We decided to go a day earlier, so we got to Columbus around. I know I texted you and I was like, "Hey, surprise! Guess what? We're coming in 6 hours earlier than anticipated." You're like, "Well, you're gonna have to wait in my fucking driveway for 6 hours," because we left here Tuesday. Wait, we left here Monday evening. Yeah, Monday evening around 2
between
6 to 7, not 6 to 7. Between 2 and 3 p.m. MST, and then we got to Columbus, Ohio, your house, around 11 a.m.
Yeah, it's like 11
EST,
because we were going to go to lunch. Yeah.
Yep. So we got there, had some lunch, just chilled for a bit, had some of your wife's cookies, and where'd we go eat?
They were so good. We
went to the rail.
We did go to the rail. Yes.
Rail for lunch. And then for dinner, what did we do? I can't fucking remember. We went to the rail for lunch. For dinner, we went to Old Bag of Nails. Old Bag of Nails.
Or as I call it, Old Bag of Dicks.
Right. And
in
then,
a positive way.
Right. We played some games, and then we headed off to fucking MAGFest the morning after. Pretty early, like 9 or 10. So... we drove through Pennsylvania, West Virginia, then got to Maryland, got to the Airbnb, and that trip was fun. Pennsylvania is so fucking dirty.
It really is.
I was like, why is there trash all over the road? A lot of people come here and they're like, Colorado's so clean. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I think it's normal.
Now you know.
Now I understand. I understand. Like, we don't have like trash lining the fucking roads. Like, so
now you did skip a very important aspect of the beginning of our trip, Matt, which I think I think the listeners need to know. So when you guys arrived to my house, I had commented, because for regular listeners, you know that last year I had won the Fantasy Critic draft. These guys bought me a crown and a little scepter, because I was the king, and I will be the king for the year, it's a whole flattering thing. But I was thinking when they were on the way, I was like, holy shit, 4 dudes going on a road trip. I guess as the king, I would be Noctis, Final Fantasy 15. And this ties back to earlier when Alex was talking about playing 15, giving it a real shot. And Bob is without a doubt Gladio. He's the guy that would have the big fucking sword. He's the guy that would just push a car because he's the burly man. And I say that in a loving way. Matt, by default, was Ignis solely because he can do Ignis's. I've come up with a new recipe. He can put on Bob's glasses. He can wear my gloves. And he's kind of got Iggy's hair a little bit. It works out. And Iggy's very logical. Thinks things through, well, not that Matt thinks things through, but he is very logical. Hey, sick burn. And Alex here was our Prompto, and he was happy to be our Prompto. So the funniest part, when we were leaving my house, Bob's car didn't start. And for fans of FF15, you might know that it starts with them pushing the fucking car to Hammerhead because it's not running. So it was like, oh shit, here we go. And throughout the course of our journey, there were very, very eerily similar highlights to the first half of FF15, which is amazing. I know that I'm a big Final Fantasy fan, but it was like, not to say it was a joke, But it was, I mean, it was a joke. We were gonna have fun with it. It was like 4 guys. We should have cosplayed as this, even though I am not a cosplayer at all. I would have been a good cosplay. But then when we were having these events happen, I'm just like, well, I guess I got to go fight this guy now, and I got Gladio's got to go get a scar on his fucking face, and like it was actually kind of
blind.
Yeah,
I'm going to become blind at some point. Yeah,
whatever. Game's old enough; it's fine. But yeah, I just thought we should start with that car not starting, and then events happening along the way.
Yes,
that were interesting.
Yes, for sure. I glazed over that a little bit, but that was so cool, and that was just a theme of the trip that we needed, and it's close to my heart because I love Final Fantasy. I actually like Final Fantasy 15 over people's concerns. I mean, yeah, I have criticisms, but I am a bigger fan than most of Final Fantasy 15, especially that ending. But yeah, that was such a
one of my favorite endings that they've done. It really is. Yeah. I mean, whether it's earned or not is a different story, but that ending hit me fucking hard in a good way. So hopefully we
won't be spoiling the ending. But
okay, good.
We won't be spoiling. So yeah, that theme was really cool across the entirety of the trip, and it was like the reoccurring joke, among other things, among lore that was created at MAGFest. But yeah, we get to the Airbnb. It's super late, and Ryan's like, "Oh, registration will be tomorrow morning. I guess we'll have to wait." And I'm like, "Ryan, they always open up registration early, so let's wait." And he's like, "No, they're not going to. Whatever, we'll just wait." I don't know what we were doing. I think we went and got dinner somewhere. I don't know, but I wasn't looking at my phone. But I decided to look at my phone. I was like, did they open up registration early? And this was before we were about to go to fucking bed at midnight.
Yeah, at like midnight, you finally looked.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, guys, they opened up registration. Let's go. Let's go to the fucking, it's called the Gaylord Hotel in National Harbor, Maryland. And so everyone was all on board. I was so excited for that. You guys are all like, we're about to go to sleep, but then you're like, yeah, let's go. And that was really cool. We got to walk around the hotel. I got to show you like where all the MAGFest stuff would be. And showed you like the doors that were closed. I was like, oh, that's where the arcade's going to be. And then they had the stage open where you could see in. And it was just like a nice little pre-hype for what the show was going to be.
It was nice to get our bearings without like 6,000 people there. I mean, I remembered everything, but it really helped to just be like, oh, right. Like if the bathrooms are down here, if I go past that, I can get to this thing without 40 million people in the way. Like that was cool. I appreciated that we got to do that.
Yeah. Then we got registered. We got our badges, and MAGFest began. So
you forgot one important part about that evening. Before
the Zamboni, the fucking Zamboni. You tell that story.
All right. So
this is the beautiful thing about MAGFest. Just these stories, just random stories happen, and lore is created. So yeah, take it away.
All right, so I'm going to set this one up and get it started, and then Caleb, you gotta finish this for us, okay? So we get our badges. We're checking out the facility. It's awesome. We see the main stage area because Matt goes, "This is where we're going to have the main stage," and on this big projection screen, one of those big, massive, like theater ones, Dolby style. There's Mega Man X 4K. Being played. Yeah, 4K. There's Mega Man X being played, and I looked at it and I went, "Oh, I know exactly what capsule that is. I know what level that is. I know exactly what scene that is." I'm like, "Oh, hey, look, this is where this happens." You guys will see it. I'm not going to spoil the story, but I'm like, "This is where this event happens." And this dude that was part of a crowd who obviously had been pre-gaming goes, "How did you know that, man?" I'm like, I played the game. We're a super fan, because Caleb jumps in, is like, "Dude, we're super fans. We love this." And then he asks me, "Do you want to ride the Zamboni?" And I'm like, hyped with him. So I go, "Fuck yeah, I want to ride a Zamboni. Let's go." And he points to somebody that was driving one of those automated sweepers throughout the hotel. And I'm like, "Man, that would be awesome," and walk away. And then take it away, Caleb.
So for people to understand, it was I don't know if it's technically called a Zamboni because it's on carpet, like the cleaner. But either way, I mean, that's what the guy actually said, and we knew what he was talking about. But there's just this hotel worker doing, cleaning the carpet, getting ready for the next day, for the beginning of MAGFest, and we kind of go about our business a little bit because he was with this like other dude was with this group of about 5 or 6 people, and like Bob said, they looked like they had some drinks, they were having a good time, whatever. But the guy who asked about the Zamboni just like slowly walks towards this worker who's on this carpet Zamboni, and we're, Matt's telling us like, here's where the chip tunes are going to be, and here's where we're going to see Proto Man. Like, we're just like in the vicinity, but not really. This guy's sort of in the background. He's an NPC at this point, all right, in our FF15 journey. And so we're walking up, we're looking, we're like, oh yeah, you can't go down there yet because they're still setting up, whatever. But as we're on our return trip from that hallway, I look over and the dude is just in deep conversation with this hotel worker. The hotel worker stopped, he's like sitting on the Zamboni thing, and we're far enough away that I can't hear everything, but I can see the worker and I can't see the face of the drunk guy. But the worker is looking at him like, what the fuck are you asking me, man? That's the look on his face, but he's nodding his head every so often, like he's listening to him. And then I see him point to the Zamboni thing. And he like kind of holds his hands up a little bit, like maybe. And then the drunk guy starts to reach for his wallet, like to pay him some money. And the Zamboni guy does a look like it was like a camera was on him in a TV show. He like looks to the left and the right, like he's about to get away with something. And then he just slowly slides off the Zamboni so that this random fucking drunk dude can get on it. And that guy just starts driving around on the carpet while the hotel worker's just like standing there like, I don't get paid enough to give a fuck. Like, it was so awesome to see. And of course we turn around, we're laughing, we're cheering. This drunk guy's friends are all on the opposite end of the hallway, losing it, falling on the ground, laughing. They're like, he fucking did it. He was their hero for that night. And It was quite hilarious. Did any of us get any photos or video of this guy? I don't think I did. I was too tired. I was laughing, and it was like 1:30 in the morning at that point. But
right,
what the fuck? Like, hilarious, absolutely hilarious. I half expected to see that guy still driving around the next day because I just thought nobody's going to get him off of that thing. Like, there's no way. But yeah, to see that happen in real time was kind of amazing and incredible. And that was day 0. That was even, the first bit of actual MAGFest. So
it kind of set the stage for the craziness of MAGFest. So yeah, that was a very funny story. But we woke up early. We were in a cool Airbnb. Shout out. We saw Ryan, Carrie. Shout out. They're listeners of the show. Great seeing you. Miss you already.
Great meeting you guys, for real.
Yeah.
It really was.
Everyone
miss you.
Met each other. John, Jen, Pete, everyone that was there. Just
Devin.
It's so cool.
Put up the next day.
Devin
was there.
Devin. Yep. And downtime we fired up some Switch. We played WarioWare and all that. But it was just a correlation of gamers getting together, sharing their passion. So MAGFest day 1, we get in, we're there. What is MAGFest first? MAGFest is the Music and Games Festival. It's just a gathering and a celebration of video games and video game music. There is some anime stuff there too. It all blends together. Everyone cosplays. There's live music. There's an arcade the size of Walmart there that's free. Bob, I know you love that one. There's a PC LAN room. We got to see a lot. I think we didn't get to see the MAGFast room where they do the speed runs. So maybe next year. That's one of the rules of MAGFest. You're not going to see everything the first time, and you're not going to be able to see everything that they offer, even the first day or even throughout the entire 3 days. We probably saw 20% of what MAGFest has to offer.
It's 24/7 for people that don't know.
It is.
You got to sleep, otherwise you'll just die. So you have to leave. You're going to miss things. It's going to happen.
Exactly. It's in a huge resort hotel, all inside. This hotel is incredible, has awesome architecture, and it's just, it was awesome. So MAGFest, man, that's kind of just setting the stage. What all did we do? What all did we get into? What were your highlights of MAGFest? Take it away, someone. I don't care. Whoever wants to talk. I'm so tired of talking.
I got you.
You go.
No, I got you, man. Being the first year of MAGFest, you've been talking this up for a long time. I have gone to many conventions in my life. I also went to PAX South the last year that they had it. So not only con stuff, but also video game focused events. And overall, this place it's amazing. It's wild the way it's laid out. 24/7 is a hard ask for any convention center, and that staff there, the support staff, nailed it. Did not meet a rude individual on their team at one time. Not
That's
once. They were providing water constantly 24/7. You could go to the medical like I did a couple of times, grab some free ibuprofen, headache stuff, whatever the immune boosters, all of that there, free of charge, included with your ticket. They just want you to be safe and have some fun. And that right there sung to me. This is probably one of the best conventions. If you look at it from that point of view, is one of the best conventions you can go to or festivals in all the world, probably. They nailed that.
And by the way, as for the ticket price, I mean, it's $125 for the ticket, and that's for 3 full days. And that gets you into all the live shows. That gets you pretty much all access to anything there. Incredible value.
It's kind of unreal, actually, how, like, now that I've gone and seen it for myself, been a part of it, I was expecting, I don't know, more of a mess for the price for like, oh, we're going to have all these shows. And I thought the shows would be cool, but I thought it would be kind of a nightmare getting into all of them or whatever. And some of them, I guess other people may have had issues on was it the Proto Men night 2?
Yeah.
I think that because Act 1 was night 2. I know it sounds weird for people that don't know what the Proto Men are, but even then, I mean, if you were there early enough,
that's
and
the key.
But it wasn't like, oh, fuck this. It was still like, oh man, this is packed. We need to just kind of scoot in and be friendlier than we expect. But $125 for the base ticket, no limit on the concerts you can go to. I mean, we saw, what was it? Did we counted
7 or 8
or 9? Yeah, something like that. And all really good, talented people, and some of them being legitimate headliners. Like I mentioned the Proto Men earlier. For people who listen to this cast and may actually know what MAGFest is and know the Proto Men, I did not know. So they have Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3 for their show. I didn't know that Act 3 had never been performed before and that they had released the songs like weekly or monthly. Or I actually don't know, because I was lucky enough that I got to see, for the first time that I ever got to see the Proto Men, I got to see all 3 acts. So all these people have been waiting 15 years for this final act to release, and I almost felt guilty being like, well, I didn't have to wait 15 years. I didn't fucking know. I just got to experience it along with everybody else for that $125 ticket.
Yeah.
Like, that's
And front
crazy.
and center.
And that's
like really
great
good
spots.
standings.
But the music, the quality was good. The audio quality was good. The space was good. Yes, it was warm, but you're going to have 8 million people in there. That's going to happen anywhere. You can't complain about that. I actually thought that their temperature control and like Bob said, having the water available for everybody at multiple stations, really didn't have trouble keeping yourself hydrated as long as you remembered to keep yourself hydrated. And that's just the concerts. That's not getting into the arcade room, the PC room, the console room, the chip tunes that was right outside the main stage. That's Alex's. I'm going to let Alex take that because that's his bread and butter, and I got to hear some really interesting things at the chip tunes. And that doesn't even mention the cosplay shoots, the section that they had for the cosplay shoots, the Pose Lounge that was really cool to see. I mean, just kind of nuts to think about all the things you could do. And like Matt said, we didn't even get to go to MAGFest. Like, I walked past the rooms. I looked in and I saw what it looked like. And I was like, that seems cool, but I got to go do this other thing instead. So, just like if you have ADHD, it's the best and worst place to go because there's always something that's taking your attention.
Yep. Yeah, there were panels every day. We didn't go to one panel. We just didn't have time. So,
and I'm not even mad about it. Like, normally I'd be pissed if I missed a panel I wanted to see, but I feel like the value that I got, not just spending time with, my guys and meeting the new friends, but if I even went by myself and didn't know anybody, if I paid $125 and I got to do what I did, if I got to do one day of what I did, let alone 3, like that's just
insane.
bonkers. It's bonkers. Like, I don't know how they do it. How do you make money? Like,
That's
do you just get 30% from each vendor? Like, I don't understand.
and that's what makes it even better is not only it ran well, but if you go to conventions, it's usually with that many people, it's crowded. You have people there that are just quite frankly rude. They just the actual crowd. But here there's a culture that's ingrained and is embraced. Even if it's your first MAGFest, it's just part kind of one of those things. You know, we talked about the Colossus roar. We went to the museum area and there was the arcade, and I'll get to that story, but that arcade cabinet was there and we all got to sit down and play it, and there's a whole history behind it because in the early days the X-Men arcade cabinet was donated by a community member, and it was put in the front lobby. So anybody that's not familiar with the X-Men arcade game, the special for Colossus who's in there is for some reason mixed weird, so his yell is decibels louder over anything else. So
It's
people were hearing that, we're hearing that 1,000 times a day. And instead of complaining about it, it was embraced by the community. And you just walk down the hallway and you hear one person go, "What?" And it echoes throughout the entire hotel. So much they've got signs that say, "Please don't do it past this point for guests." And that right there is amazing. There was other stuff that started that was new, things that I forgot to ask our experts who've been to MAGFest multiple times. I loved every aspect of that, and that doesn't even factor in any of the other stuff that you're talking about, the actual venue items.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the Colossus roar, for people that are trying to wrap their head around what Bob's talking about, it's like a call and response. So if you're loud enough and powerful enough, like one person does it, and then everybody else responds with the same roar. So if you're in the center of, like, if you start it, it's like a ripple effect that goes all the way outward from you. And it's a really cool feeling. I personally got to start 2 of them, which is part of the reason my throat is fucked. But I was like, I didn't understand how excited I would be. A little bit more backstory. I love the X-Men arcade game well before MAGFest. It's one of my favorite arcade. Actually, I think it is my favorite arcade game of all time. Not to say that it's good, but it's just special. And so knowing that Colossus roar and being able to like do it and experience that, because when they told me about this on the first day we were there, I was like, are you guys fucking trolling me? Like, that's not a thing. There's no way. Like, I'm gonna do it look like an asshole in the middle of this room. And sure enough, it is a real thing, and it's amazing. It's amazing when you can do that and have people just react to you. I don't know. It's you got to do it. You got to try it. It's great.
Got to experience it.
You got to do it, and then you got to initiate one. That being part of it's like, oh, I'm kind of cool. And then like when you start one, because I got to do one myself at a really well timed position, and then you hear it just start to echo, you're like, wow, I have a power for just being a member of this community, and I promise not to abuse it. And nobody does that. They only wait for the right times.
Yeah, it's you're beyond excited when you do it. Like, not that you got away with something, but just like it's so hard to explain. Because you just get this pure joy on your face when it works. You're like, oh my God. And then it happens again. And you're just like, this is the greatest thing ever. And it doesn't get old. It really does. I mean, I'm sure if it was like every day for a year, it might get, I don't think it would get old for me. I think I would still fucking love it. But, it's for 4 days, 3.5 days. By the last day, you think, oh, shut the fuck up. Not me. I was just like, again, every time. It was great. Yeah, that's $125. I would have been excited just to be able to get one Colossus roar off. So, yeah.
And we got to play the arcade game. And
all 4 of us.
That was a first for me because they had it in the museum. There's like a video game museum, which is awesome in itself. But we got to play it, and I was Wolverine. Bob was Colossus.
Yep.
The Colossus roar. Yep. Caleb, you were Storm, and then Alex was Nightcrawler. So,
and for people who know the arcade game, different units had different. Some of them were 4-player only, but the main rare ones were 6. So you could be all 6 players. And the other 2 would be Cyclops and Dazzler for people who know. We are only 4 of us. And I was kind of hoping, even though it was way more fun to just play the four of us, it would have been cool if Ryan and Carrie were with us, or John and Jen to play the other two, just anybody. But they weren't around, like they were off doing something else. But we did play through beginning to end.
Yep, and
we did. We beat it.
I made sure because there's on the side of that cabinet, there's this piece of paper that tells the history of the man who donated it and where the Colossus Roar comes from. So people are naturally, as we're playing, coming by and reading the piece of paper. So I made sure to stack as many lives as I could, just so that when they walk by, I would press that button and you get the roar, because I wanted to try and trigger one throughout the museum.
Oh, through the game? Yeah.
Through the game. I tried I was like, please, if this works, I could die a happy man.
So I actually have a picture, a pretty decent picture of the explanation on the side of the arcade unit. I might pop that in the Discord for people who are interested in knowing the history of the machine. And it's a nice little tribute to the guy who donated it. He passed away. And, kind of a bummer. Not to be a downer about it, but it was... I didn't know the full story. I had heard bits and pieces of it, but being able to read that was kind of cool. And I have two photos. One is closer up of the actual letter explanation, and then the other one is a little further back, and you can see pictures of him. So I'll post those in the Discord if you guys want, just because I think that would be nice.
Let's dump most of our photos. I think there's a MAGFest channel.
There is.
Let's dump most our best photos we got from the show into that channel, and you all, the listeners, can kind of see what the hell we're talking about and why we had so much
fun.
How much
fun we had. Prompto took some amazing pictures. I mean, we all took some really good pictures, but our Prompto here, Alex, took my favorite picture of the thing. He'll post it in the Discord. You guys will see it, but it's a very Final Fantasy 15-esque angle and pose, and I loved it. I mean, it was slightly raining outside. We were on our way to food, and we were all fucking tired and hungry, and our legs hurt. And this badass got down on like one knee, and he has terrible knees. So he took this great picture. He sacrificed his health for this great photo, and I really dig it. So I can't wait for people to see it.
Yeah, that was one of two photos the entire con where I physically hurt myself for a good photo. The other one was where I damn near face planted taking the Mega Man photos.
Oh yeah.
for the MAGFest.
Right.
Yeah.
Alex, you've been to a lot of conventions. You go to you said 7 a year.
7 to 10 a year, yeah.
7 to 10 a year. Holy shit. So you have a good idea of what conventions and festivals can be. Was this your favorite one?
Okay, so before I get to that, it'll transition into that. So I know, Caleb, you mentioned the $125 cost. So I go to Fan Expo every single year, or we missed it last year, but we go to Fan Expo, my wife and I, and it's $120 for that convention for 4 days. And that's in Denver, at the Colorado Convention Center in Denver. We don't get the concerts. So the way that I look at it, yes, it is well worth it. But not only is it worth it from a convention aspect, but having bought the Bit Brigade tickets myself, I don't know if you guys have yet or not. You are spending legitimately less money on going to this convention and seeing as many concerts as you want than the cost of as many different artists as we saw individually for their tickets. And it's absolutely insane to look at it that way, because I could spend... I would have easily spent $100 to see Proto Man Act 1 live. Even though it was only an hour and some change, I would have easily spent $100 on that ticket. Yeah. Same thing with Bit Brigade. Same thing with Triforce Quartet.
Let's list
all
them.
Of these artists.
Let's see. Bit Brigade, Triforce Quartet, Proto Man, Mega Ran. We saw Mega Ran.
The Arcadian.
Danimal Cannon. The Arcadian.
The Arcadian. Like that guitarist, their lead guy. He's going places, man. He's really good. Yeah. Sorry, continue.
Who else? What else did we see? There were multiple shows. So Danimal Canyon, he made music for a lot of video games. So Soundfall, I think it's called, the video game, which I've actually been interested in it. But that show was awesome.
I'd like to point out, those were at the main stage. There was still the XP stage, which had smaller artists that were there, and there's stuff that it might be obscure, but you might know, because there was that one specifically. I was mad. I saw his shirt in the like band merch area, and then I realized I missed him by like 4 hours because Spaceman Bob, by the way, for those that are interested, I immediately took a picture of it and texted my kids because they all went to see him. They loved him. So that doesn't include the extra stage. This was just the one, and we hit that 7 or 8 right there, or was it 6, 7? And
Damn it, Bob.
and it definitely paid its, and that doesn't include everything else that's there.
Yeah, it's like you look at it logically. Yeah, you look at it logically, like a local artist, like say the Black Sheep here in Colorado Springs, you're looking at around $30-$35 a ticket. We saw 6, 7, 8 artists, or in my case even more, because I hung out in the chip space for quite a while.
Yeah.
For $125, not even including the con. I would have been happy if I had not bought any merch.
Right.
But maybe like a Proto Men shirt or a Bit Brigade shirt, and I would have left a happy man. Because I got to see all these artists, like for me, that influenced me to do the video game inspired music that I do. All on different levels. Like Proto Men's been an artist that I've listened to for years now, and I finally got to see them live. Thank God I went, or I never would have been able to. Bit Brigade, I've listened to them for years. Finally got to see them live. That was like a transcending or like elevating experience for me. I don't know about you guys. Finally.
Oh, I love Bit Brigade.
Yeah,
they're awesome. Yeah.
And then you get to
see him again.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think we all are. Minus Caleb.
Yeah.
You can fly down here to the Springs to come see him, bro.
Yeah, man. Stay at my place.
When is it?
Yeah.
Oh man, what are the dates? Bob will look at the dates. And last year, Master Boot Record played, and
we're going to see
Power
Master
Glove,
Boot Record this year.
and fucking Power Glove played last year.
Yep.
So, yeah. And like you said, you were hanging out the chip space. Maybe Bob was in the arcade. That's the thing about MAGFest. It's your con, your festival. You can do whatever you want. Like, there's so much to do. And sometimes Bob would be like, I'm just going to go hit the arcade. And I was like, oh, I'll come with you. Or, oh, I'm going to go catch this show. And it's just, it's MAGFest is what you make it. And
yeah, for sure.
So.
Yeah, for sure. And like we're talking about how great it was. We're not even including like the arcade. Like you get your money's worth in that anyway because
it's free.
I could go to Manitou Springs right now to the arcade and blow $40 in the Galaga machine and quarters, but I didn't have to do that. It was great. Yeah. Bob and I played Darius for what was it, 2 hours straight to the point the game looped back on itself.
Yeah.
Like that's an old Sega arcade game. For anybody interested in that, go ahead and look it up. It's like a bullet hell shooter game. Super fun. Yeah.
It was fun to watch you guys for the bit that Matt and I could watch.
Yeah,
right.
Bob and I went and saw a league tournament in the LAN area. Now we're gonna go play league next year at next year's MAGFest. Like that's crazy. The fact this was my first time going to the con, and I'm already talking to my wife and talking to you guys. I'm going back again. Be all end all. I'm going back again. It was that much fun.
Was it the best one you've been to?
Yes. Absolutely. MAGFest was the most fun I've had at a convention in my entire life.
Will it still be the best one you've been to if it's the actual temperature Maryland is supposed to be? Because we got super fucking lucky with it being
because I don't care. I was raised in that area, which was another reason why I loved it. Like the last day when everybody was talking and like we were all about to go our separate ways, I stood out by the water for like 20-30 minutes on the phone with my parents, talking about how gorgeous it was, and just breathing in the air.
That's awesome. That's very.
It got me even more hopeful. I'm like, damn, I'm going to be able to do this again next year.
Yep, exactly.
Like that was my way of closing it all out.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it is super fucking cold, but the entire thing is indoors. Yeah. So the only time you go outside is to get all the food. So
yeah, I don't know. We're used to the cold in Colorado too, so it doesn't really. Like I don't know about you guys, it didn't bother me at all.
No,
the East Coast cold is different than here. Let me tell you that it goes to the fucking bones. I mean, it was like 40s there, and I was fucking cold. I was like, ugh. In Colorado,
was
it'd be
like
like
10,
t-shirt
Humidity
short.
and the ocean breeze coming in from the bay.
Yeah.
If it was 10 degrees, you guys would have had to carry me on a stretcher because I'm just a whiny little bitch when it comes to the cold. I fully admit that about myself.
And that's why you're Noctis.
Right. Exactly. It all worked out. No, I'm glad to hear that, because I know when you said that you were from that area, that neck of the woods of the country, it is kind of nice to go. It's weird. It's going to sound weird. I am not a huge fan of my hometown for a whole swath of reasons. However, when I do go to visit but I live in Ohio too. But
Right.
when I go to visit my parents, there is something a little special for a short period of time. Going back to the hometown where it's like, oh God, I hate it here, but I kind of miss it a little. Like there's that goes on. And I feel like MAGFest would be an infinitely better experience to be like, I miss this a little bit. And then I also get to see all these awesome people. And just to touch on something that Bob had mentioned earlier about how nice and respectful people were, he's absolutely right. I bumped into a couple people, obviously people I didn't know, backing up, just not, it's not space. You're going to run into people at least 50% of the time, 100% my fault. Like, oh shit, my bad. And people were so apologetic to me, like it was their fault. And I've been to other places where people basically tell you to eat shit even if you apologize. So it was kind of a nice, I was so pleasantly surprised by that, because I'm used to humans being dicks. I know that sounds really, really messed up, but it was, he's right. The culture there was so cool. And if you wanted to ask somebody, a cosplayer, like, hey, can I take your picture? Like, can we take pictures? Whatever. Everybody was great about that. I asked a girl, there was a hoodie that she had on that I really, really liked. And, sometimes it can be weird. Like, who's this weird guy coming up to ask me a question? Is he hitting on me? Whatever. And like, it was fine. It was great. Hey, I really like your hoodie. Where did you get it? What is that? And she told me all that. She's like, oh, it was a 15th anniversary for Supergiant Games. And it was just pleasant. It was a very pleasant experience when I was dealing with other people that I didn't know. And that kind of speaks volumes to the culture of MAGFest for sure.
Yeah. It's not like that at a lot of cons. I've been at cons before where I was shoved over, bumped into, like people plowing through a crowd, all that. And it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Yeah. And I was kind of half expecting that with MAGFest, honestly. But then I got there and like nobody's like, yeah, we're going to bump into each other. There's 25,000 people in a hotel. It's going to happen. You're going to bump into people. But there was nobody that was really rude about it.
Yeah. Like even in the morning before when you guys went to get coffee and I might get a juice or something, long line to get there. And most of the time you would like accidentally cut in front of somebody because you don't even know if they're in line. You ask them and they're like, no, please go ahead. And it's like, man, if I was back home, somebody would be like, get the fuck out of the way. So it was just really cool to have that opposite of that. It brought me back to a place where I don't feel so jaded about humanity. That sounds super negative, but it really did. I was like, hey, look at this. I'm in a good mood for some reason. I'm not used to that. Like that was cool.
Yeah. Everyone's just so super happy to be there. And like I said, everyone is there usually for their love of video games. Like they're just like you, and they're there to celebrate games and video game music. And like everyone there is pretty much already your friend. And if you go up to them, you'll probably have mutual hobbies. And it's just, everyone's so nice. And I think they're just really happy to be there. And the vibe.
It's a near instant click, which is hard to do in a normal setting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like when we met Adam, he didn't stay at our Airbnb, but when you guys introduced me to Adam, I mean, I talked to him for 5 seconds and I was already like, I would hang out with this guy. This is great. He just jumped right into the conversation, found us at concerts. It was a blast.
Adam, my first year I went for the Prime theme, and he actually hooked Ryan and us up with a room. He let us stay in his room. So that's how I met him. He's just a super cool guy and super nice, and just has a love of video games just like us.
Yeah, I could tell. That was the other thing. He wasn't like embarrassed to talk about it. I mean, a lot of people
That's the thing. Yeah.
have that stigma. Unfortunately, I never did. I'm always like, "Fuck you! I like what I like. Deal with it."
Exactly.
But that's not very common. And at MAGFest, I felt like it was a lot
People
more
don't.
common for people to just be like, "Oh my god, I love that one." And even if they didn't like that, oh, that one was not my favorite. They weren't just like, "Your opinion is bad, and you should feel bad, and you should hate yourself." Like they were. Most people were pretty respectful for that thing, and I mean, we might have done that to each other as a joke, but we don't, we don't
Yeah.
mean it. Like Alex not being perfect for not liking certain games that
Oh,
we like.
yeah,
That's,
totally.
we're just fucking
Totally
with
a
him, right?
joke.
So that's
Yeah.
but at MAGFest, you really felt like if people wanted to talk to you about that stuff, they either knew what they were talking about or they admitted, I've never played it. Tell me about it. Like, I want to hear about it. And that was
Mhm.
something else. That was really,
Yeah.
really something that stuck with me the whole time. And I
Yeah, and you
appreciate
don't get that at anime conventions at all, because they get anime and comic book conventions. They are incredibly divisive, and it's crazy because like we're all nerds, we're all under the same umbrella.
Yeah.
MAGFest obviously is for video games. Like we go to things like Fan Expo, like I do with my wife, and you'll have the anime people that are at ends with the comic book people and the video game people and all of this. I'm like, dude, we're all dweebs. We all get picked on for this stuff. Can we just get along like for this like 4 days? And we got that at MAGFest.
Yeah.
There was never a time where somebody like walked up to like Bob or me or Matt or you, Caleb, and was like, "Oh, well, you like Metal Gear? You're wrong. Metal Gear Solid's not the best one." There was no, even though I do vehemently think that, but there's there was nobody that did that. Nobody walked up to me and said, "Oh, Hades, that game was shit." No, there was none of
Right.
that.
Yeah.
While he's wearing his Metal Gear hoodie, which
Right.
we all got hoodies
Metal
at
Gear.
MAGFest. We booked it to the Fan Gamer booth, and
Yeah.
I got the hoodie I've been wanting to get for a while. I kind of save if I see a hoodie on Fan Gamer, I'm like, I'll get it at MAGFest because it has a memory tied to it. I got
Yeah.
the Rathalos Monster Hunter hoodie. And that fueled Bob. You got the Metal Gear Solid hoodie.
Yep.
And then Caleb, you got the Hades 2 or Hades 1 hoodie with Cerberus.
As did
And
Alex.
and as did Alex. So we all got hoodies at MAGFest to celebrate and remember the amazing time.
And
we
it's
had.
really
It's,
comfortable.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, dude,
really
Fan
comfortable.
Gamer makes some awesome shit, dude. I probably have gotten 20 shirts from them, maybe 30. So, yeah, Fan Gamer makes some good shit. Caleb,
Not bad.
is this the best convention you've ever been to?
Well, so my
Festival?
opinion is not nearly as strong as Alex's, not even close.
Right.
I've only been
Right.
to like 3 in my entire life, and the
Oh,
other
okay.
major one was San Diego Comic-Con. And I did have an absolute blast at San Diego Comic-Con for sure. That was my first real big one, and MAGFest would be my second real big one. So I don't think
Wow,
I
okay.
really have. I think I was batting 1,000 with the choices of where to go. But it really does depend on what you want to get out of them. And since both of them have been a one-time thing for me so far, it's really hard to say. I think because I love film, television, and video game like that. That's and the music, video game music for sure. So it's like it's almost, I feel like it's like picking your favorite child. Like if I loved what I loved out of San Diego Comic-Con. I loved the art that I got to see there. One thing I will say I did notice at SDCC that I didn't as much at MAGFest, and maybe that's just because it was very overwhelming on the vendor thing. I have a lot of non-print things from SDCC, and a lot of the things from MAGFest seem to be on print instead of like a one of 200. Not that they didn't exist. Like you ordered something special that should be coming that's really, really, really cool. But that's like the only one I can think of off the top of my head. And not to say that prints are bad. Like I got a guy to sign the Tifa Lockhart that I got, which is cool. And the really neat Final Fantasy VI poster that I got, like nobody signed it. It is a print of a poster. So I would say I would give the tick to SDCC, but that also could have just been luck because I knew an artist that was going to be there, and I went there on purpose. I sought her out, Whereas at MAGFest, I didn't even know what the hell I was getting into in the vendor room other than Fangamer. Like I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of walking around aimlessly, and I don't think I can hold that against MAGFest. But the pricing at MAGFest, even though Maryland is overpriced, a lot of this. I mean, one of the things we got, Alex, was what, $20? With like the poster you got of your I think it was not League. The girl who's got like red, the red outfit. I thought that
Agano from High School DxD. Yeah, that
Yes.
anime that I like.
that was like $20, right?
Yeah.
Incredible. At
My Hollow Knight
SDCC,
poster,
it would have
same
been
thing.
like 70. It would have been
Yeah.
through the roof. So that's a tick for the MAGFest. But I will say I'm a bit biased in that the music is what puts it over the top for me. Those concerts, the value, and of course the culture and the people, that really is important. But like that was just incredible to not have to pick one concert. I could just go to all of them as long as they were available in the time. Like that was more my call instead of, you only get 2 passes and then after that, fuck you.
Right.
And that was a really, really neat
Mhm.
experience. But they're both good. I mean, I recommend both of them to people. But if you like video games, MAGFest is the one for sure.
Heck
Like
yeah.
unquestionably. Movies,
Yeah.
and general anime and comics and stuff, then maybe even though MAGFest is still pretty much better for the value. That's a tough one.
It is. I don't blame you, man. I will say maybe this will help if you think about it, because it's 24/7. I want to see the other side of that.
Sure.
If we can get a room in the Gaylord,
We'll
instead
try.
of being like morning to night or late night, see if you can shift that window and see what that place really looks like at night, and kind of see what the night city is kind of like.
Go up and get a power nap and then come back down, because we couldn't really go back to the
Right.
Airbnb and power nap and come back paying for parking and all that. But if you could just go upstairs and be like, I'm gonna sleep for half an hour to an hour and then go back
I stayed
down.
at the Gaylord twice before this. Both times I was at MAGFest, and Ryan and I stayed in the arcade till almost 4 a.m, and
Was
then
that
we
Super
just
Monkey
went.
Ball? Was that the time you
Yep.
guys played Super Monkey Ball?
Yeah, we tried playing Super Monkey Ball, but
I got yelled at. That's the only time I got yelled at MAGFest. The only
Right.
time. And it
Right.
wasn't really getting yelled at, but it felt like it because everybody else was so nice.
yeah, they were doing a speed run and we were in their way.
We didn't know that they were doing a tournament.
Yeah.
But my favorite part of this is Matt sat down and played like 2 fucking levels. They didn't say a word. And Matt's like, here, you give it a shot. I sit down and the lady's like, you're going to have to move. We're about to do a tournament. And I'm just like, but why didn't Matt get yelled at? Why was it just me?
I don't know. And you got to play F-Zero AX.
Yeah. First time ever. I'd never done that before with the moving chassis, I guess, but I don't know how else to describe it. I did play the 2 hardest levels, so it didn't go quite as well as planned. But the first one was pretty bad. The second one, I started to figure it out and was doing much, much better. But they were the 2 hardest levels. And oops. But whatever. It was a blast anyway. Like, it was really fun to have that experience. And now I have to buy one for my house. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. I think there's like 10 in existence. I don't know. But the
that
vendor
won't be
room. Right. The vendor room, awesome. Like you said, I got 2 amazing Oriental Japanese style prints on this incredible like papyrus like paper of Okami, Amaterasu, and the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, Link in wolf form.
Oh man. Fucking these things, you guys, he's not.
I'll send it in the Discord.
Describe how cool they are. They are so
awesome.
cool. I am so jealous. I almost bought them myself, but I was like, these are both Matt, like 1,000% Matt. He needed them. I can't wait for him to get them and frame them and show us pictures when he gets them, because I'm assuming you're gonna post those on the Discord, right? You have.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'll
so
post
that.
I got a picture of them at the booth, and then I'll post them when I get them framed. So
they were limited prints, right? I mean,
they were limited 200.
200,
it said 200 prints each, and what they were pretty reasonably priced. I mean, they're limited, so they were like 120 for both.
120 for both. Yeah, there was a deal.
But once you see them, like they look straight out of fucking Japan.
Yeah, it was either 75 or 80 separate, but if you got both, it was 120, and it was like that's a steal as far as I'm concerned for how good they are,
Mhm.
how the quality, and the woman who was running the booth there that you got to talk to about it. She was
Mhm.
awesome. She was so
Yeah.
cool. I was just like, can you make everything that I want in art form and just sell it to me? Because you seem nice and
Yeah, we
good.
got all the cards, and I mean, we'll be crediting the artists. We have like their handles and their names, and you can get this stuff online too. So yeah, the vendor room was amazing. It usually is. That final the book section and all the Final Fantasy figures. I saw
Yeah.
Caleb in there like drooling. He's like, oh,
I
and then
wanted to just run my hands down the shelf like it's supermarket sweep and just take all the things, but
right,
that's
right, and
expensive. So
yeah,
couldn't do that.
and
But it
Bob, you
was
got some
very
cool
cool.
shit from the vendor room.
Yeah, got an amazing print. I'm going to go ahead and from the same place that you got yours, Caleb, a Final Fantasy 8 one. So I'm trying to get that onto a frame, probably maybe this weekend, so
Yeah.
that way I can send a really good quality picture. A couple of more, pint glasses. I love my glass pint glasses. Both from League characters that I absolutely love, and it's amazing because these are the laser etched, so I don't have to worry about a print rubbing off, so I can throw it in the dishwasher.
Was that this guy? You can look at your
Yep,
screen.
that's that guy.
Yep.
Yeah, because I
Clinks
need to
Drinks
buy.
glass.
Oh, go ahead and say it again, Matt. Sorry, I was talking over you.
Clinksdrinks.com with a C. Clinks Drinks.
They were
Yep.
so cool in person, guys. Like
Yeah.
so fucking cool. If you liked the
Yeah.
characters that they did, and
Yeah.
they're coming out with a new glass. I'm not going to say anything on here because I don't want you guys to buy it before I do. Like, I'm going to buy it when it's out. It's really cool.
They had a glass I almost got. They had two I almost got. And one was on one side there was Clive, and on the other side it was Ifrit. And then the other one side was Cloud, the other side was Sephi.
I mean,
I almost got them.
I
I have
almost-
so many glasses, though. I have so many glasses.
Yeah,
I
but
was-
you wouldn't have these ones.
I know. It's true.
I might
Maybe
actually
I'll grab
order.
them.
Part of the
Yeah.
reason I didn't buy them was I thought the price was pretty fair because I believe it was 2 for $50, and it's laser engraved, laser etched, dishwasher safe, like all that, which is wonderful. Pretty good quality glass from what I could tell. But I was like, if you could just ship them to my house,
Right.
I don't have to deal with them breaking. Like, well, it was a good thing because the morning we were leaving, remember my bag fell out of the car. And John
Yeah.
was like, hey, was there anything important in that? Because it just took a shit on the floor. I probably would have had the glasses in there, so that would have been it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to buy like four of them, I think. The Cloud and Sephi for sure. The Freak and Clive for sure. The other one when it's ready for sure. And then I don't know about number 4 yet.
They had a Jill and Shiva, which was
That's
awesome.
probably the one. That's probably
And a Sid and Ramu. Yeah, I mean,
all
dude,
right, I'm gonna buy 5 then.
yeah.
Fuck.
You gotta get the set.
Yeah,
I would
I
love to
gotta
see
get
the
it.
other summons from 16 too.
I've got to get
Oh.
the entire League of Legends line.
Heck yeah.
Oh, Alex is going broke on these glasses.
Yeah,
There's
right?
a lot of League of Legends characters.
Yep.
They did have a lot of League ones. I'm not going to get the entire thing though, but like a few of them, like they had Star Guardian Ari. That's a character I play. Star Guardian Miss Fortune, a character I main actually.
Yeah.
Very cool.
There was the Y'shtola, like metal thermos. I'm going to end up ordering one of those. She's my girl from Final Fantasy 14. Just a little nerd shit.
She's
Oh,
best
yeah.
girl
Full
14,
conventionalist.
man. She's Y'shtola
She's
is
the main
amazing.
character. I don't care that your character
bestest
plays the
girl.
main
Yeah,
character.
no,
She's the
Y'shtola
main
is the
character.
one. She's great.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
looking at her right now on my shelf, staring at me and telling me how great she is.
that must be nice.
So the
can't
Mega
see
Man
me,
X theme, the Mega Man X theme was pretty prominent, right? We got a lot of music around Mega Man. The maps were really cool, and they were like Mega Man S. They had the entire lore. Dude, you got to tell people about your swag.
Oh, so
Caleb.
they have a normal, like your badge, so that you can get into, so they know that you've actually paid for it and all that.
Sure.
But you can get a tier up that has a swag. And I didn't really know what that meant when I was doing it, but it came with other stuff too, like a water bottle and a pin and just fun stuff like that. But the swag was in the shape of Mega Man's head. It's like, and it was heavy. I mean, it's a full ass, like, I don't want to like downplay it, but, and I don't want to oversell it. It's like a mini console. like a little mini console, game console.
It is,
They
yeah.
have preloaded games on there, not real ones. Like they're made for this, but they worked pretty well. And there's like a whole LED light thing that you can set up when that takes in external audio and puts it in a little light reaction. That's the best description I can give. You have a little avatar for people who had the DS and the 3DS. Think about how you could like walk by other people who had their DS in sleep mode and like become like past friends. I don't remember the term on the DS. Matt, do you remember what I'm talking about? What it was called?
The me?
Was it just the me on the
Yeah,
DS?
I think
But
so.
like if you walked by somebody playing the same game that you were
The
playing,
Street
you could like
Pass thing.
become friends. Street Pass, yeah. So it was kind of like that with the swag.
People will bring their 3DSs to MAG just to get a ton of Street Passes. I saw so many people on their 3DSs.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of them hanging out by the Chiptunes area actually.
Yeah,
because it was a nice little hangout spot.
Yeah, that's where you get all the Street Passes.
But it was cool because like I turned it on the first day, did not know what the hell I was doing, and it was just like make your little avatar and do this, and I looked ridiculous because of course I did. But the second night, I turned it on at the Airbnb to see like how many friends or whatever, and it was like they had little trophies that popped where it was like you got your first friend on there, you got your first whatever, you finished the stage, you listened to a concert with this mode. But when I turned it on, just trophies kept popping because it was like 1 friend, 5 friend, 100 friends, 1,000 friends, and it just kept going. I was like, holy shit! And those are the people that got swagges. But it's I guess every year they do a unique one. Like this year was Mega Man X theme, so it looked like X's helmet, like his head and his helmet, and there's like a little LCD screen on there. And,
last year for the Sonic theme, it was a chili dog.
Oh, that's
great. Yeah. But it's got a USB-C port on it, so I know that I could plug it in and kind of tinker, just to see now that MAGFest is over. But it ran on 3 AA batteries, and it quite literally lasted until the very end. Like we were on our way out of the building on the last day when it finally just died.
Yeah,
and
you had it on the whole time.
Yeah, I had it on the entire time except for when we went back to the Airbnb.
Sure.
But the only problem I had with it was a little heavier than the other badge. So
yeah,
but so what? It was cool, and
right.
I got to light up when I was in concerts and shit, which was just a neat little thing. And
would you get it again?
Oh yeah, I mean, it depends on the theme. I will say it depends on the theme. Like I love Mega Man X. I love Mega Man and Mega Man X music, so I was like, yes. Not to say I don't have a special place in my heart for a lot of video games, but like a game I like a lot, like I like Castlevania quite a bit.
Yep.
I would have to see what the swag would be before I would be an instant buy. The Mega Man one, I was just like, I'm getting it. I don't give a fuck what it looks like.
Right.
Like, it could be Mega Man's penis, and I'd be like, great, let's do this. I'll carry that around. But for Castlevania, I would want to see it first and just be like, is it worth it? Does it look like I don't know, Simon Belmont's whip coiled up, or does it look like Dracula's face? Like I'd like to know.
A Bible.
Actually, that'd be pretty.
Actually, yeah, that would be a good one.
Or like a magic tome for Maria, or is it Sophie? Whatever, what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like that'd be neat. But what about you guys? I mean, would you, now that you've seen it and you know what it is, Bob and Alex, does that interest you at all? Or are you just like, I don't need that?
Yeah, I think I got to see it.
Yeah.
Like it's interesting in concept, but I need to see the theme next time, like you said. I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm going to say day one, and then it's, I don't know,
man.
It's Pikmin theme or something. I'm just throwing something out my ass, and then as versus like if they did a Halo one, oh, okay, a Master Chief helmet. You
Master Chief helmet. That's a definite.
That'd be a day one.
Yep, dude. They haven't done Halo, Metal Gear Solid, and Metal Gear, and Resident Evil. Those are glaringly obvious, huge IPs they've never done. Pikmin, I think they do MagWest and MagStock. So they do one out on the...
Yeah, MagStock, I think this year is supposed to be Pikmin.
Yeah, and then MagWest is Undertale. So, that's cool. Yeah, we'll find out the theme probably sometime August. Dude, when I heard it was Mega Man X, Ryan and I lost our shit. And I immediately texted you guys, and I was like, it's Mega Man X. And Bob, you were like, count me the fuck in. I'm going.
Count me in. Had to do it.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm in the minority here. I feel like it would be really cool if they did an Uncharted or a Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
I think because Uncharted has really good music.
Yep.
Tomb Raiders is good. I don't think it's quite as recognizable as Uncharted, but
Right.
an adventure game, like just a fun adventure game to have that
Yeah.
kind of theme would be cool.
They usually stick with
like
older
Hollow Knight.
stuff.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah. So last year they did Sonic. The year before that they did Metroid Prime, which is GameCube. So
the original
that's
Tomb
pretty-
Raider was only a few years behind Mega Man X.
yeah.
I mean, we're old.
Yeah.
Like, remember
Right.
that. remember
Yeah,
the
but
OG
Shit.
Tomb Raider was a while ago.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but are we all four gonna buy a swag shaped like fucking polygon titties?
Yeah.
Yep.
I absolutely would. Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
That's day one.
My wife doesn't come with me to MAGFest, so I gotta something to remember her by while I'm gone for 4 days.
Yep.
Well, my wife will be coming with me next
Yeah.
year for MAGFest, so I don't know about that one.
She'll probably be like, "You got to get that.
Yeah.
You better get that for both of us."
Yeah, for me, the swag would be entirely depend on like what's the IP,
Sure.
because like
Right.
I don't get me wrong, I love a lot of old video games. The Mega Man one wasn't gonna get me. If it were like Final Fantasy though, like if we got like a little like wind
Plum-
crystal,
like
or
a
something
Like
like
the crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
The
tail of the
immediate-
crystal would be. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. immediately.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I'm so glad you guys went your first year. I'm so glad
Yeah.
you loved it. Bob, your favorite con of all time?
Oh
Favorite
yeah,
convention? Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, dude. This
Going back next year.
100% nailed it. The community, the way it's ran, there really was not any complaint from the convention standpoint itself. So absolutely loved it. Let's see what the theme is next year. Maybe we could be ranting and raving the same way we are in 12 months.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you never know.
yeah, it's always exciting to see what the themes they announce. I think they announced the theme of this MAGFest around August of 2025.
Okay.
So
That's when you first told me about it.
Yeah, that's when we got it, and I've already convinced somebody else. One of my other friends, I'm like, dude, you need to come. This place is amazing. When he asked how much it was, I think it was that fishing of like, all right, how much is Bob really spending on this? And I was like, dude, the badge was like 125 or something, I think, in the past, for all 24 hours. And he was like, all right, I'm in.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah. You're talking about Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. I'm excited. Next year, I want to play League. I want to be part of the League tournaments. After watching how dog water those people were, I have to shit on them. I have to. I need Bob and Dallas there to do it, though.
Maybe Dallas can be our core.
So wait, do you have to? You're right. Do you have to bring your
Chavez
own
15.
rig to do?
Yeah,
to
you
be
do have
part
to
of the
bring
league?
your own rig for that. Yeah.
Ooh,
But I did ask around the LAN area though. It's super awesome. You bring it on the first day. They tag it. I don't know if you guys remember. They tagged my laptop when I walked in with it.
mhm.
They tag it and they can secure it there in the facility.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So you don't have to
No-
fuck with it
nobody
every
can
day.
get to it. Yeah, nobody can get to it. Any of that. You don't have to pick it up until you're ready to leave.
That's
Nice.
kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the PC
So-
room was really cool. We walked around
yeah.
and just looked at all these PCs. There was one that was like fucking 3D printed. It looked like a Minecraft Bowser's airship from Mario 3.
It was really cool.
Yeah, I do.
It
I
was
do have photos
insane.
of that one too. I can put
Yeah.
those in the
Yeah.
MAGFest chat.
Yes, yeah, we will be putting all of our photos in the MAGFest channel, so keep an eye out. And if you're interested in MAGFest, ask us questions about us. Ask us questions about it, not us. But or we can share
Questions about us
our
too.
experience. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We can share our experience even further on Discord. Let's have a chat about it. Let's have a conversation about it. So we all loved it. This was my third MAGFest. Your guys' is first. And man, I'm so happy you guys got to experience that. And I had a blast with you guys and couldn't have asked
Likewise,
for a better
man.
crew, man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it really was pleasant, So
Yeah.
I will fully admit I was like, how's this dynamic going to work after like 4 days? Sometimes people just fucking hate each other after 4 days.
Right.
And that, I mean, human nature, sometimes that happens, but
Sure.
I was like, man, this could go either way. Who knows? Because also it wasn't just us. We were going to be with there were what 10 of us staying in that Airbnb. I
Yeah,
think
6 other people. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was just like, there's got to be somebody who pisses me off, or the other way around, who I walk in and they're just like, fuck you, I don't like you. Did not happen. Did not happen at all, which was awesome. Like that.
Very
that was,
cool.
because everybody can rub somebody the wrong way. Like you never know. You could say something
or the right way.
Well, if you're lucky. But no, I really, really was thankful that everybody was cool. Everybody was chill. I mean, shit. Even one of the nights we came home and we were loud and annoying. I know we were, and they weren't mad about it. The next morning, it's just like, no, you guys were having fun. You're on vacation. It's fine. It's like, sorry, we didn't shut the fuck up and kept you awake for an extra 3 hours when you're already exhausted.
Start drinking.
They weren't mean about it, and that was cool. That was just very cool that people were understanding. And the other way around, if somebody came upstairs and used our bathroom while we were trying to sleep, it wasn't like, oh, I hate you. It's just like, it's like
everyone's just there to have a good time. They're on vacation. They're there to celebrate the best damn art form ever created, in my opinion.
And can we take another minute to praise Jen for her fucking badass cosplay?
Dude.
Like, you told us before that she was like the best Samus that you've ever seen. And being able to see that up close.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, from far away it was amazing, but up close was just like the detail, the attention to detail.
Yeah.
And I mean, am I allowed to mention her Hornet head crown? I don't know what I call it.
Mask.
Yeah.
Cultured swine play the game.
But the work that she did on that, the attention to detail, and like just the things that she did to make it go that extra step, like she's incredible. Like that's awesome. And not like so full of herself, like she was such a cool person.
Humble.
On top of that, very humble,
super cool.
And I
her
really
handle on Instagram is @SpaceBabeCosplay.
Space Babe Cosplay.
Yep.
Like all one word, no underscores or anything. Okay.
Correct. Okay. Yeah. So
I don't have an Instagram, but I might make one just to follow her on there and just be like, hey.
Oh,
yeah.
So you're not following Shapes of Gaming on Instagram?
I didn't even know you guys had an Instagram. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
you know how you would know that?
Every fucking show. Yeah. Where do people go to find that, Bob?
Shapesofgaming.com. But I still remember Linktree. It's like that. So I kind of check out when you're doing your thing because I don't want to.
That's so 2025.
I know it is. It's fucking old school.
All this effort I do for the Instagram, and Caleb don't even care. That's crazy.
Shout out to Alex.
I hate social media. I'm sorry. I mean, it's necessary.
Same here. I'm not even.
Gotta do it.
That's why we were like, Alex, can you do this? Because Bob and I fucking hate social media too.
I'm just bad.
You think I like social media either?
It's like
I just use big words and exclamation points, and people like it.
There you go.
I mean, that works. But yeah, right. So for those of you that are like me and didn't know, check out their Instagram, Shapes of Gaming. Dumbass.
Yeah, shapesofgaming.com. It shows the Twitch, the Instagram, Facebook, where you can listen to the fucking podcast and subscribe to it. So yeah,
see, that's what I know.
On Twitch.
I'm like Spotify, Apple Music, and then I check out. I don't need the rest of the shit.
Yeah,
I can just fucking call you guys. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We literally have a direct connection. You're in like 5 fucking groups with me. we literally have a group, Shapes of MAGFest, that you created. So yeah. Awesome. Yeah, dude. MAGFest. I told Bob every time I leave MAGFest, I'm excited to go back the next year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, same here.
I'm looking forward to the next year. So MAGFest is just a super special place. And shout out to Ryan Barrett.
Yeah.
He introduced me to this wonderful place. He was asking me for 5 fucking years to go. And my trips were usually I was going to PSX and the Game Awards. And that's in December. MAGFest is in January. And I kind of had to choose. And I had always was like, I can't go. And he was like, dude, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. It's the best convention / festival I've ever been to. It tops PSX. Even though PSX was amazing, it tops it. And I'm really sad that I didn't go when he was hyping it up. So I finally went when he was like, dude, you got to come to MAGFest. It's Metroid Prime themed. And I literally run the biggest Metroid fan site on the web. You got to come. And I'm like, I got to go.
Yeah.
So
you made the right choice.
Right. And then when I did, I was like, oh my God, dude, I know you were hyping this up, but I had no idea. And he's like, I know.
Like, what have we been doing with our lives, right?
Right. Because this is the 26th one. So I mean,
wow.
they've had a lot of them. So yeah.
I do have a question, that not to end on a downer, because we knew we weren't going to do everything, right?
Mhm.
But if you had one regret, one thing that you regret about this trip, big or small, like that you didn't get to do at MAGFest or whatever, what would it be? Start with you, Matt.
Yeah. That's really easy. By the way, it's the 23rd one. So the next one is the 24th. It's very easy. Something I usually do every year, and something I am gravely upset that we missed. Probably the highlight of MAGFest usually, and that's the community orchestra in the atrium.
Yeah.
Saturday morning. We were all just, we had been out for we were out late, and we came back, and we just all slept in, and we didn't make it. It was
we didn't
10
even think about it really. Well,
fucking Ryan sends me a text, and he's like, he sends it to me at like 10:30, and he's like, we missed the orchestra. Angry face, angry face, angry face. And I'm like, Ryan, why the fuck didn't you tell us, like, even in the morning or the night before? I told, like, guys,
we were busy playing WarioWare.
Yeah, we were.
Right.
You got to experience the MAGFest orchestra. That atrium, right?
Yeah.
Has incredible sound acoustics.
Sure.
And with an orchestra of probably 200 people, it's something else. And you're just like sitting there drinking your coffee, talking to your friends, and this gorgeous orchestra is playing. And I mean, they'll play One Winged Angel, they'll play Pokemon, they'll play all kinds of shit. And I'm so bummed we missed that. So next year, we're not going to miss it. We're not going to miss it.
It's weird because I mean, obviously I don't know what I'm missing other than what I imagine the orchestra would have sounded like in there.
Yeah.
And I can't be upset because of the 8 concerts we did go to.
Right.
But you're right. Like, that would have been super cool to see too. I would have just eaten it up.
It's just the acoustics. Yeah. The acoustics are so unique in the atrium. So we kind of saw a little bit of it at the Belvedere. There's a little bar, but it's nothing compared to like the 200, maybe even 300. I'll send you a picture of the orchestra last year. But yeah,
I'd love to
hopefully we're all going next year and we can experience that. So
if it works out, for sure. What about you, Bob? Do you have any just like, oh man, I kind of wish I'd have done this or seen that or not done this?
I gotta say, it was probably missing Bit Brigade, which we're gonna make up for. Just because it's the whole story. It was a moment. I turned the moment down, flipped it on its head at the end of the day. So there is a happy ending. Just because I couldn't get in, I had my stool with me because my back was killing me, and I was like, I gotta walk. If not, I gotta sit. And I was just not in the mood to leave my chair with the security. So I walked the marketplace. Ended up picking up some things that I needed for the family, which got them things they wanted, they love. And I'm like, boom, I turned it around, found some medicine, came back. We finished it out for another 2.5, 3 hours or something like that. And I was like, all right, awesome. Let's do this. So next year, maybe if I can try to get into that league tournament, depending on how the scheduling looks.
Yeah, you will be in the league tournament.
Yeah, you will. I forgot. There's one thing I forgot to mention. Did you happen to see like the bleachers with all the seating and people were sitting there during the concerts?
Oh, like behind us where we were standing? Yeah.
That's the ADA section, and I'm pretty sure you could be. You would be qualified for that, and you just have to do it ahead of time, and you could get an ADA badge, and you could just walk right in there and just sit for every single fucking concert.
Well, now that I know that.
I know. I told you. Yeah, right. But they are very accommodating, and it's just something we didn't capitalize on. And I was more like, we're going to be standing a lot and walking a lot, so just strength train.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of standing, and just it's worth it. But it might be something to look into next year for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Proving that wasn't just strength training for us. Remember how many fucking squat competitions we started?
We did.
We were doing, it's like squat challenge. All right.
I assume that Alex's thing might involve the chip tunes, but I'm on waiting on bated breath with bated breath to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, it was the fact that I didn't perform.
Yep.
I really like.
You
I
were
brought
ready.
my laptop with me. I wanted to do it. I hyped it up. I had everything planned out and laid out, but there was just so much I wanted to do that I couldn't get to it.
Yeah.
And that makes
And-
sense.
And like, don't get me wrong, I feel like I would have loved it. I might try next year. We'll see, but it just didn't happen this year, and I'm a little bummed out about it. Like, debuting my music for somebody other than my friend group.
Sure.
I feel like a lot of people would have enjoyed it.
It's fucking cool music, man.
Other artists
Like-
that were there as well.
You're
Yeah.
very talented, and you need
No,
to.
it would have been cool
show the world.
to see and hear, but I get it. Like, you're right. There was just so much to do. And I remember when we were there and you were like, there's 55 people in front of me. Like, there's no way we're going to do this now. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
shit happens.
And it sucked because like Protoman, like the day I was going to do it, Protoman Act 1 happened or was happening at the same time as Chiptune's open mic. And then the
Yeah.
last day, Act 3 was happening the same time as Chiptune's open mic. And I'm like, I'm not
Right.
giving up a concert I have to see, at least I thought I had to see, to play my own music. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to take away from other things that I enjoyed to do something else I enjoyed.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. And for the listeners that don't know, Alex here is the very talented composer of the intro you heard in the beginning of this podcast and the outro, if you get that far.
Right.
So, yeah. Yeah, there's some scheduling conflicts. I mean, when Bit Brigade was playing, that was when the Name That Tune, the very, very famous panel of a Name the Video Game music that I try and go to every
You
year.
guys usually do that, right?
Wasn't
Like,
able. Yeah, we went
Carrie was
last year.
talking about it, and it was like, fuck, it's at the same
Yeah,
time as Brigade.
same time as Bit Brigade. You have to choose one. You can't
Yeah.
be two
Yeah.
places at once. So
Right.
maybe
Yeah,
next
we-
year.
Yeah, we ended up doing our own on the way back anyway.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And the way there, we didn't
Yeah, we
really
did.
talk about that. I was quite proud of our performance on the way there because we were the Final Fantasy 15 crew. For people
Indeed.
who know the game, it has a great sound or great score and soundtrack, but it's kind of cheating because a vast majority of the game when you're driving around in the game is all the other Final Fantasy games. You can
Yeah.
just cycle through the music, which is great for someone like me. I just had a wonderful time when I played through the game. But
Mhm.
we decided to pop on just all random Final Fantasy, like the Distant Worlds concerts that they do. They have 5 albums, maybe 6, I can't remember. But it turned into a bit of a Name That Tune. That was like, Caleb, what's this one from? And it'd be like, oh, that's Final Fantasy
Oh,
V's
yeah.
Overworld theme. And sometimes they would go to the thing and it would like not be the full title, and it would just be like, wait, and it would scroll over and be like, God damn it, it is the Final Fantasy. But it was really cool how accurate.
Yep.
That was fun. I was proud of myself for that. But Final Fantasy is my
We're
bread
down them.
with the
Oh,
music,
yeah.
So
Yeah, it is. How
but-
about you?
the
What was
one,
your-
and this is gonna sound like bullshit because it's very minor. I really still don't know cosplay etiquette. I don't say that like as a creepy person. I mean, just, I didn't know
Cosplay isn't consent.
going up to somebody and being like, hey, can I take your picture or whatever, like that. I've learned that this time when they're not, in a photo shoot situation, like if they're just standing there walking by you, like I guess it's not weird to do that. And I don't know that world as well. So I'm going to spoil one thing. We saw this amazing Esquier from Claire Obscure. And I am so upset that I did not ask him for a hug because
Right?
apparently he was giving hugs to people. Like if you went up, and I said Mon Ami to him when I walked by, and he like looked over and like waved his hand or whatever. But had I known that wouldn't have been weird to ask, because everybody wants to hug Esquier. And if you guys can see, you'll see when we post the photos, this Esquier was fucking awesome. It was so detailed. It was so rotund. It was so good. And I do actually regret that I didn't have the balls to just be like, to just try, Also, it's because I wasn't cosplaying. That's not my thing. I felt like maybe that'd be weird if I went up to him as like if I was dressed as Verso, I feel like I would have asked him that. It would have been fine.
Heck yeah.
But the fact that I was
And
just
for wine.
some fucking, you're right. But the fact that I was just some fucking guy, I just didn't even think about it. And then later on, come to find out that he was giving hugs to people, and I was like, son of a bitch. Like that would have been That would have been cool. That seems like such a minor complaint, or not complaint, like a regret, but that is something I regret because the rest of it, I mean, Ryan's rule of don't expect to do everything. He wasn't kidding. I am not upset with anything that we did do or didn't do. Sure, I'm bummed we missed the Atrium concert, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I got to see all like the other 8 performers, and we got to play.
Mhm.
We got to hang out with some good people. Like it was a really good time. So, and there was some pretty sexy 2Bs there. I'm just gonna say.
Oh yeah,
among other cosplayers, but
indeed.
yeah, wide array
Those are
of
sexy hornets.
characters. Yeah, I mean, we know how you feel about that bug. We all know how you
He'd
feel.
fuck that bug. He'd fuck that bug.
But no, I mean, and men and women, like a lot of good male costumes too. I don't just say that as like a creep. Just the amount of work that people put into these things, and we've seen cosplay before, but boy, this covered the whole gamut of just people being very clever with their body types and sizes, like people leaning into things that you might think, well, that's not going to work out, and like, no, they made it work out, or they geared themselves towards like, I could really pull this off. We saw some really awesome Dantes and ladies. We saw really good Virgil from Devil May Cry, if you recall the one that like, I swear to God, it was a real Yamato. Like it was just it was really slick. I thought, is he allowed in here with that?
Saw some good Cloud and Steffi's.
Good Clive, really good Clive.
Yep.
So you guys will see the picture of my personal favorite of the entire show was this guy who did Mega Man X pre-upgrade. Like it was the beginning of X, what he looks like. He had like a chrome finish. It was nuts. I don't know how the hell he did it all day. Took him an hour and a half to get downstairs because he had to take baby steps. But dude, this thing was fucking great. The guy was in character the whole time. Can't wait for other people to see it. It was really cool. So a lot of respect for that. That whole part of the world of conventions that I just don't understand. I mean, I like cosplayers. I just don't. I don't know how people do that. I am not creative in that way at all.
Very carefully.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you guys know, Alex, you do stuff for you and your wife. Like, that's awesome. If somebody tasked me with doing that, I think I would like look for a wig and then I'd be like, I'm done. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I can't do anything else. Like, it's just, it's a mad respect for the people that do that. So that was cool.
Definitely.
Why didn't I hug Esquier? Damn it.
Oh, man, I should.
Why didn't I cut him open and drink wine out of his body?
Right.
Next year.
MAGFest, a special, amazing place that we all loved. And we're gonna post pictures on it, and hopefully people comment and ask questions, and maybe we'll see you there next year. And when we find out the theme and when we get more information, we'll share it. And we'll probably do a pre-MAGFest episode. We talked a lot about MAGFest leading up to MAGFest, and now it's over, and we're looking forward to the next year. So, what do you say we get the hell out of here?
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Cool. Any closing thoughts? Any other things you wanted to talk about regarding MAGFest before we wrap this up?
I was just going to have a final word, but I can't say it until Alex is almost done with Final Fantasy 15. I don't want to spoil anything for the end game, but I remember some of the speech, so I'm not going to say it. So just keep that in mind in like 4 months when you get there. You'll be like, oh, this is what he was going to say.
I'll be there this weekend. Aside from like Aurora and I are checking out a wedding venue this weekend. Aside from that, I am playing and streaming 15 all weekend. I will probably have it finished this weekend.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll be watching. Yeah, it's been fun watching. Well, fellas, it's been an absolute pleasure going to MAGFest with you, and hopefully we can all do it again next year. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And that was fun. That was a blast. It was an amazing vacation. I needed that. And here's to the next year and the next year games. So keep gaming and keep that conversation going, and hop on our Discord. Have a chat with us.
Peace.
Sounds good.
Peace.
Shapes of Gaming is a podcast shaped around gaming and, most importantly, our community. That's you. It is written, created, and recorded in beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado, by me, Matt Stenson, and my good friend Bob Harriman. If you would like to be part of this amazing community, be sure to like, subscribe, or follow us on all the social media platforms or the podcast app of your choice. Thanks so much for listening, and always remember, keep the conversation going, and most importantly, keep gaming.